Ew! Smells like it's time for another Shy Life podcast.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good luck, studio.
Oh, it's the Shy Life podcast.
Oh, there's gonna be some drama ahead.
All I wanted was a pie, and then I hatched out of an egg.
Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
Hello. It's the quiet ones you've got to watch, you know.
Is it metaphorical? Is it deep? Is it deep?
Boy, he said all that Shy is right.
Blimey, Governor, it's the Shy Life podcast.
Hello, Paul. Now, come on, let us go.
Excellent.
632.
632. Bonjour et bienvenue au podcast de Shy Life.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Shy Life podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How are you doing? I'm alright. So, what's this episode going to be about? Well, this episode, we're heading back to Salisbury to visit my parents. I mentioned this one a few weeks ago because I invited Cromitty to come along too. And, of course, Yeti Uncle John heard all about it and had to come as well. So, yeah. So this is going to be a diary episode. And we're going to meet quite a lot of different friends as we go through the week or so. Yeah, we went from Wednesday to Thursday. No, of a different week. We went from Wednesday the 15th of March to Thursday the 23rd. So, yeah, let's run that theme music. When we come back, you'll hear all about it.
Darling, it's the Shy Life podcast.
Yes, well, it's a positive thing, Paul. The highlights, the Shy Life.
You won't find a cast of characters like this everywhere.
I'll go anywhere for a potato.
Delicious.
Hello, captors. How are you?
You quite like a big bang, don't you?
Go Shy Yeti.
Oh, I hope he hasn't found out my secret. Yeah, he has.
I love the Yeti'S. It's my favorite thing.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Yeah, I'm strangely drawn to Yeti Uncle John's ankles as well.
I could eat my body weight in crisps every day.
Has anyone seen my hot sausage?
It's all green and meaty. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for it to begin.
It's the Shy Life podcast.
I like that. Yeah.
Marvellous, Paul.
Hi there.
When is this train coming? Get Uncle John, have some patience. Well, it's chilly here. I'm chilly. I told you I'd get you a coffee. I didn't want a coffee. I thought the coffee shop was closed anyway. No, that was the last time, Uncle John. Last time I came home. I was really looking forward to a coffee. And I got to the window and it was closed. There were other coffee shops open in other parts of the station, but I wasn't prepared to go, trawling off to one of those. No, I don't blame you, Paul. You'd left it quite late, hadn't you? Oh, yeah, that's the stupid thing. I've been sitting, just waiting, thinking, well, I'll get the coffee just as I'm about to get on the train, and didn't even look. You couldn't see from where I was sitting that it was closed. Oh, dear, I can't hear what you're saying, Paul. It's the train's coming in. Well, I can hear what he's saying. I can hear what I'm saying too. Yeah, all right. Those coffees look very nice. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, do you want me to go and get you one? We offered you one, Yeti Uncle John. No, I didn't want one until I saw that you had one. And now I really want one. But look, you can have a sip of mine, and I'm sure Cromitty will give you a sip of his. I'll give you 2 sips, Yeti Uncle John. 2 sips. Big sips. Oh, well, that is very kind of you, Cromitty. Less kind of you, Paul. I'm very sorry. No more than I'd expect. Charming. I'm inviting you to my parents' house, for goodness sake. Well, that's debatable, isn't it? I mean, considering that they're my family as well. Perhaps. Still, it's still nice, isn't it? You're going to be treated like a queen for the rest of the week. Yes, Uncle John. like a queen upon their throne. Thank you, yes. It's a look that suits me, I think. Yeah, I don't disagree. So how long is this train? I mean, how long is it? It's about 12 carriages. Or is it 10, Paul? I've forgotten. I think it's... Oh. Yeah. 8, 10 or something. I don't mean that. I mean, how long is it going to be until it gets here? What time is it? About 15 minutes. 15 minutes? Why do we have to get the early train? You know, the connecting train. Well, because otherwise it's a bit of a rush. So we got here early and then we were able to get coffee. Well, I didn't get any coffee. Oh, but you were offered coffee. I didn't want it then. Look, we're just going round and round in circles. Yeti Uncle John, you've still got time to get coffee if you want coffee. Will you get it for me, Cromitty? Oh dear. This is quite against what Uncle Warren recommended. It is rather, isn't it? Oh, all right, Yeti Uncle John, I'll go and get you coffee. Oh, I'll be ever so nice to you both. Well, particularly you, Cromitty. All right, I'll go get you coffee. What would you like? Oh, what would I like? Latte, cappuccino, latte with a vanilla shot, please. A large one? Always. Yeti Uncle John, you're so predictable. Oh no. I know. I'll go and get it. Hold my seat, Paul. I'll hold your seat. And hold my coffee too. I'll hold your coffee as well. Thank you, Paul. Thanks, Cromitty. Oh, don't be too long. Train's coming. 12 minutes, I believe. Yes, Yeti Uncle John. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, you really are devious. Oh, I know, thank you. Oh, now I get to have a coffee. Oh, gosh. Hi listeners, we're on the train, just leaving Woking. I'm not sat with you, Uncle John and Cromitty, because, well, the train's too busy as usual. So they're sitting together though, so that's the main thing. I'm sitting on a little flip down chair in the doorway. I don't know, the train only had 6 carriages, so maybe that's why it's busy. But anyway, Yeti Uncle John managed to slop half his coffee down his front when the train came in. It made him jump for some reason, even though it came in exactly when it was meant to come in. Yeah, he pretty much like threw it up in the air almost and then caught it, but he had a little bit slopped down his front. So Cromitty's mopped him up using his own scarf. So Mum will have to wash that when we get back, unless Cromitty prefers the cologne of spilled coffee, I don't know. Anyway, well, I'm going to listen to my music now until we go to Salisbury, and then yes, I shall report again probably once we're at my parents'. I just hope poor Cromitty gets to have a bit of a rest when he's down there, and that Yeti Uncle John doesn't expect him to wait hand and foot. I shall be watching, because you know what Uncle Warren said. So we shall see. Anyway, yeah, I shall listen to some music now, and maybe you can, briefly, until we get there, and I'll report back soon. Hello, this is me, John, reporting from the train. It's very exciting being on this train. I've been on a train since I last went down to Salisbury. It was last summer. Drinking my coffee. I had a little bit of an accident with the coffee. Somebody buffeted into me. It was most... they weren't looking where they were going. But, anyway, I'm just looking out the window. Cromitty's next to me. I think he's reading his book. So, what are you reading, Cromity? I'm just reading Agatha Christie. Oh, right. Is it good? Oh, yes, very good, thank you. Very good. Who done it then? Who did it? I have no idea. I've only just started. Oh, right. How long's this journey? It's about an hour. Oh, right. I should have brought a book, I suppose. Cromity, yes, it's Uncle John. Well, just wondering if... no, never mind. You enjoy your book. Alright. I just wondered if you might want to play I Spy. No, it's Uncle John, I want to read my book. Oh, right. Right. It's nice. Alright. Oh, it's Uncle John. Hi listeners, we're at Salisbury Station waiting for my dad. He's not here yet. Sometimes it happens like this. Sometimes he's not here and we have to wait. It's raining, Paul. Yes, I know it's raining. There are no seats, Paul. Will you get Uncle John stop moaning? Oh, I'm getting wet and I'm having to stand up. We're all having to stand up. The trouble is, listeners, it's no good standing inside the station because I can't see where the cars are, so I'm having to stand out in the car park on the lookout for him. But and it's raining. Yes, Uncle John, it's raining, but he'll be here soon, I'm pretty sure. Better be. He will be. I'm sure he will be. Yeah, because it's raining. Yeah, we know that. Actually only raining a little bit. It's not horrible. It's not particularly cold. Yeah, but it's raining. Oh, Uncle John, please be quiet. Yes, look, I think he's coming now. So listeners will be back home in the warm soon enough. Out of the rain. Out of the rain. Oh dear. Oh, Yeti, Uncle John. What? It's raining? Yes, all right. Goodness sake. Oh dear.
Most places in this country where there is something chips.
I'm not even 100% sure with Italian restaurant menus. When you're in a restaurant, they don't make it clear. Cromity, what are you waffling on about? I can't properly hear in this car. It's nothing, Gitty, Uncle John. It's just chitter chat. Chitter chat? About what? They're talking about stuff. That's right, just stuff. Should we be chitter chattering? Well, we are chitter chattering. We're chitter chattering about them chitter chattering. Oh yes, so we are. We could have our own chitter chatter though, you know. We don't have to just listen in on what they're saying. I am really just quite happy to sit in the car and let the world go by. You're not still reading your book, are you? No, I'm not still reading my book. I'm just looking out the window. Well, it's dark. You can't see anything. Not that dark. Not properly dark. Looking out at street lamps and passing cars and pedestrians. Absolutely, yes. And the cathedral. Very fascinating. When are we going to get there? We'll be there soon. Oh dear. Hi listeners, we're at the house, we're at my parents' house. All is good. We're about to have something to eat. Yeti Uncle John and Cromitty are sorting themselves out. I'm actually due to be speaking to Wifey Joe in, about 7:30. So we have our dinner first, but it's going to be quite a busy few days, actually, at least the first half of this trip. So I won't tell you quite yet what's going on. But, we will be talking to Joe, so that might be the next thing you hear. You might hear from Cromitty and Yeti Uncle John first, but then you'll hear some Wifey Joe updates. Yeah. Hello, listeners. It's me, Yeti Uncle John, just settling into my room. I've got a different room to what I had last time. I'm not sure why. It's I might be in the wrong room. I might have to talk to Cromitty about that. Yeti Uncle John, did you want the double room? I'm quite happy to have the single room. I just came barreling in here. It's my fault. This is the single bed, isn't it? Yes, Paul mentioned this before. I am quite happy in the single bed. I'm only small. Yes, you're only small. Oh, well, thank you very much. I would like to swap round. I think I do need the double bed. Yes, you're Yeti-shaped, so of course. Well, hurry up anyway. Let's just swap around. We may have to unpack after dinner because I think dinner is about to be incoming any minute. It's incoming? Oh, that's what they say, like with emails and things. They're incoming. Oh, right. Well, I hope we're not going to eat an email for tea. I very much doubt it. Yes, all right. Oh, well, what's it like being at the ancestral home? Well, I think I have been here before, but it's been quite a while. You've been here before? I suppose you might have done. This podcast's been going on for absolutely centuries, isn't it? It has been going on quite a long time. We're nearly up to the 7th anniversary. 7th anniversary already. Blimey, how time flies. Yes. Coming. Cromitty, Yeti Uncle John. Tea's ready. All right, thanks, Paul. Oh, great. Looking forward to it. More later, listeners. Oh, gosh, you're keeping a diary. Oh, yes, of course. Paul will need it if he's recording an episode. Of course, yes. Oh, gosh. Okay. Just coming, Paul. It's just coming. Oh, just gonna squirt a bit of oh, got some cologne. Just gonna squirt it. Around there, under my chin. Yeah. Right. I'm ready to go. Don't forget to have your sherry. Oh yeah, right. Sorry. I haven't had my sherry yet. Oh dear. Yeah.
How long are you down at your mum and dad's?
I've only just arrived, and I'm down till probably next Thursday, Friday. If I've got plans on Thursday night with a friend, but if that falls through, then I won't go back on Thursday. I'll go back on Friday, but I'll have to be back by Friday because Toby's going away for a few days, and I need to be there for Dealey. So, more recently, I've been coming like Thursday and then here for 2 weekends, going to see Nick like the first weekend and the second weekend. But so I'm coming back slightly earlier, but then I'm due back again about the middle of April. So it's only about 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks.
Yes,
each time.
Yes. You're doing that quite a lot, aren't you? It seems to me you're doing it quite a lot at the minute, but then why not?
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't got anything else to do. No, that sounds bad. But I mean, I do have a bit more freedom here because I can do recording whenever I like. I don't have to worry about Toby working and things like that. So,
yeah.
Also, I always see Nick, but also last time I was down here, I was at Nick's house and my friend Paul from school. He sent me a photo of like a gargoyle at a garden centre, and I think he thought it was funny, and I guess it was funny. I said, "Oh, where was that?" And he said, "Oh, Wilton Garden Centre." And I said, "Oh, you're in Salisbury at the moment, then?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "So am I." So we met for dinner, but then he said he's doing a temp job, which means that he'll be based in Salisbury during the week. And staying at his parents Monday to Friday, then going back to his husband. But his husband's a nurse anyway, so his shifts can be all over the place.
Yes,
because I think he's also a counsellor, or he was a counsellor, like a local counsellor, and so that takes up some of his time. So he tends to, at the moment, not have a full-time job because he needs a couple of days off a week to. I'm not quite sure what he's doing, because he says half these part-time jobs turn into almost full-time jobs anyway, because they say they want them for this, and then they're kind of like, oh, actually, can we have you a couple more days? Suddenly find you're doing a full-time job after all. But so I'm seeing him tomorrow. We're going to go and see Scream because his husband doesn't like horror movies, and he does. And we saw Scream 5 this time last year down in Addleston, but. So he's picking me up. Because the lucky thing is, he's working in Ringwood, which is beyond my parents. So he has to come past. He comes past my parents every day, or effectively, or across the main road.
Yeah, across the main drag. Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll just pick me up as he's ready, and I think they're trying to squeeze in 2 showings in the evenings, and
really?
So the 6:15 is too early, so we're having to go to like the 8:45, which is quite late. But he said he's fine, and my mum and dad don't tend to go to bed that early, so we're going to be able to go and have dinner first. So
it gives you a bit of time together, other than seeing.
And he quite likes talking on the podcast as well, like sort of. Because he's quite funny. Last year we did something about when Neighbours was finishing, and somehow he got me these autographs, but I don't know if I'm never sure. They look so genuine that I don't know whether they're from like a eBay thing and they're fakes, or they're photocopies but they were like signed by the Neighbours cast, and I'm thinking. This looks genuine, but I'm sure it's not. But of course he told the story that of course he'd been speaking to them and they'd done it personally, and I played along. But then when I saw him the other month, or like last month, I said, "So Paul, how did you get Neighbours unaxed?" He's like, "Well, I had a word with her." so he's quite good at talking. Rubbish. which is always a good thing for the show.
Always a good thing. A good thing. That's marvellous.
Did you go to the theatre last week? Was it the theatre?
No, I went to my friend's drama club.
Was that? Was it?
It was a bit random, but anyway, never mind. Their theatre group it's an Amdram group, obviously, and they are. In rehearsals for the next production in April, but they're quite a large company, and because my friend said they seem to be doing sort of lots of plays recently where they don't actually need that much cast, so they've actually got quite a lot of cast members members of the company that for however many weeks they're in rehearsals have got absolutely nothing to do. So one of the company, I don't think he's a technical director. He's something or other, might be the chairman or something. Anyway, he's also he is a writer. He has written plays and stuff, and he's been published and performed and so forth. And he's doing a writing course, for want of a better phrase, for the company that aren't doing other things, and they're writing a 10-minute play. So every week they're looking. I didn't go the first week because I didn't know about it, and Alison said, "Oh, would you like to come?" kind of thing. So I'm okay. And so they're doing sort of ways of finding inspiration. Last night they did structure. I think next week's either dialogue or characterization, all those bits and pieces. So what the others will have to do is obviously write a 10-minute play, and then they will perform it in front of the rest of the company in due course. They'll all be performed. And it's the parameters are it's a 10-minute play, it's a double hander, ideally no more cast in it than just that, and it has to involve an alarm clock, a particular alarm clock. Those are the parameters for it. So it's the first week was good fun up to a point, and then I just had a massive case of imposter syndrome. It was just awful. I wasn't too bad at the time. And Wednesday, I think, thank God it snowed and I was working from home because I was just an absolute mess. And then yesterday, one of the people that was there wasn't there last week, and he was there last night. And to say he must be neurodiverse is not really covering it. I just wanted to smack him. I mean, my cousin's neurodiverse, right? He has Asperger's. But he's nothing like this. I mean, I know everybody's different, right? But this guy was just, as soon as Jamie, that's the guy who's leading it, kind of said something, or, you're looking at a particular at structure, for example, and then he was talking about, closed time, closed location, and open time, open location, and combinations thereof, just as a general thing. And, every time he said anything like that, this guy pipped up with, "Oh yes, well that's like such and such and such and such and such and such and such," and it all becomes about him and when he did something or when he read something or something he's seen, and you just think, shut up. We're on a time frame here. He's already said, Jamie's opening gambit last night was, I've got about half an hour to go through the sheet, as it were, what we're looking at, and to sort of explain the writing exercises and what you guys could be getting on with. And then I've got to go into rehearsal for the rest of the evening. So everybody else is like, okay, right, let's utilize this time then. And your man over there is just going on and on and on and on and on and on about this, when he did that, when he did the other, this, that, and the other. And then he started playing a piece of music on his phone. just randomly in response to something somebody said. And Jamie was trying to sort of move it on, and we were hoping he'd take the hint and stop it. And he didn't. He just left it playing on the desk. And one of the other members just said to him, "Flynn, just put that away. We don't want to listen to it." I thought, oh my golly, if he's going to be there every week, I don't think I can face it. To be honest, I'd like to go. Actually, it was quite. They're a nice bunch of. Not there's many. There's only six people, I suppose, max. But two people went after an hour because they couldn't face it any longer, or the pretense of being tired. Two other people were in and out of the rehearsal room, and I thought to my friend, I said, "Don't go to the toilet. Leave me alone in the room with this man."
I know some of the groups that Nick was in, I think it just more got to the stage where there wasn't enough options for doing like people writing things, and the directors always seemed a bit, what I can tell, that they were obsessed with, we'll be doing 2 Shakespeares this year, we'll be doing that. You actually have to check with the actors that they, because some of the smaller groups, those people just won't turn up, and you may not have to. We're not. People aren't so in awe of Shakespeare as they were maybe in that person's generation. In fact, they'd rather do something that either maybe they're budding writers or that they're just newer plays that are more interest to them. I certainly wouldn't want to act in a Shakespeare play. I'm no interested whatsoever. But how are Tilly and Tommy?
They're okay. Tommy, I can't remember when I last spoke to you. Tommy, we thought had degenerative discs in his spine in the new year. It was just absolutely awful. But anyway, long story short, he went to the hospital down at near Winchester, and who are lovely, lovely, lovely people, and he's fine. His discs are at the moment, anyway, thank God, are okay. And he does. He's very bendy. You know, he's 8 years old, but he moves like a puppy. You know, he's got quite almost like uncoordinated, really, in a sense. So they did give him a good exam and everything, and they said he's probably just moves in a funny way that just twinges himself, and where he tried to jump onto the bed, which is where he's hurt himself. He's probably bruised something or muscular, but apart from that, it's okay. And he's not been too bad since, so we're really relieved about that. And I think both Tilly's in the chair behind me here, and I think Tommy's in the other room with Mum at the minute, so they're waiting for their SUPPER biscuit.
I've been because with Toby going away for a few days, he tends to give Dealey his pills, and so I'm trying to learn the trick as well, because he tends to hide it in a bit of cheese, which is not ideal, but if he takes it, it's best. They did want to up his amount, but we haven't gone with their suggestions. A, because we thought, well, it's quite expensive, and B, he gets taken to the vet, he's going to be nervous. It's not a good example of a blood pressure test taking. So I don't know that upping. No. We'll leave it until for the moment. Yeah. I called the other day because they wanted to see him every 3 months, whatever, and we were just trying to drag it out into the next month rather than this month. And I said, but I do need some more pills. And she told me some links to order them over online, and she said that'll actually probably be cheaper. And then she gave me 3 different links, 3 different companies, and yes, one of those 3 was the cheapest. And then they give me a prescription, which they charged me for, of course, and I got then I went on to play computer games with my friends, and I was like, I've just been buying drugs on the internet. And then, of course, when they came, I'd ordered some pillows from IKEA, and the same man who was bringing the IKEA pillows bought Dealey's drugs, and I turned to Dealey after I said, "That was your drug dealer deal." It felt very street, very very edgy.
Very edgy, having pills coming through the post.
I don't know. It just tickled me. It's ridiculous, but anyway. Well, and I've been learning how to groom him as well, because he needs combing at least every day. So.
Okay. Keeping you busy, keeping you domesticated.
Yes. But otherwise, lots of cuddles. He'll miss me this week. I'm in the land of the unfriendly cats at my parents'. There's 3 of them, but they barely give me a look. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'll have to learn to live with it.
You will. You'll have to make the most of Dealey when you get back, and Dealey, I'm sure, will make up for it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right then, lovely. I'll leave you to it. Yeah. And nice to chat. And I'll speak to you hopefully in a few weeks.
Yes, cool. Take care.
Take care then. Okay, bye now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye now.
Who's he talking to? What do you mean? Who's Paul talking to? Did you not hear? He's catching up with Wifey Joe. Oh, right. He didn't want us there, though. Oh, well, no. You can't... You don't... No. You're just catching up. Oh. I think I might go to bed. Well, you've had a long day. I guess I have. What are we doing tomorrow? Well, I don't know. I think Paul has plans in the evening. And are we going? Or are we part of these plans? I don't know yet, Uncle John. Let's just see how the day goes. I notice he's got his controller. He can play Fortnite with the boys. I bet we're not involved in that either. Well, we can keep ourselves amused. I mean, you and I can always play cards, or maybe Pat and Michael will also want to play cards. I suppose so. Of course, I was here in the summer last time, so it was a bit nicer outside. It's not so nice at the moment. It's a bit cold. Oh, Yeti Uncle John. Can you not amuse yourself? Oh, you wanted to read your book again, did you? Well, I was going to go to bed and tuck up and read in bed, yes, but, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, all right then, I suppose, it's going to be quite lonely in that bed, in that big double bed. You were the one who wanted it. I'll swap if you like. No, it's fine. I don't think I could fit in a single bed. All right. Oh, dear. I'm just going to send a message to Martin to tell him that we got here safely. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yeah. All right then, I'll say good night. It's good night, Yeti Uncle John. Sleep well. Yes, I will. Good night. Gravity, are you awake? What? Oh, Yeti Uncle John, what's going on? It's not morning yet, it's still dark. Oh no, I had a nightmare. A what? I had a nightmare. Oh dear. Sit on the end of the bed. Oh dear. What was your nightmare about? It was about coffee. I couldn't find any. I wanted a cup of coffee, and nobody would get me one. Nobody would bring me one, and I couldn't make it because I didn't know how. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, what a stupid nightmare. That's probably because of what happened at the station. Yes, it's not like it's a scary nightmare. You didn't have it. You didn't have it, Cromitty. It was very scary. Oh, dear. There was a feeling of isolation, a feeling of loss, a feeling of needing something desperately, but not being able to get it. And you woke me up to tell me this. Yes. I was frightened. Yeti Uncle John. Go back to bed, please. Oh, can't I come in that bed with you? I'll never get to sleep in that big bed. There is no room for two of us in here. What will Pat and Michael think? Can I just sit on the floor? Oh, Yeti Uncle John, please just sit on the floor. It's fine. Oh, I'm trying to go to sleep. I was having such a nice dream. Oh, maybe that's it. You get to have nice dreams because you're a nice man, and I get to have horrible dreams about coffee because I'm a horrible man. Oh, don't be so silly. Oh, just sit on the floor and be quiet. I will. Yes, okay. I hope you didn't wake anybody else up. No, nobody else. Quality, it's dark. Oh, for goodness sake. How'd you ever cope living in that magpie hut? The magpies tell me stories if I don't sleep. Do you want me to tell you a story? Yes, please. Oh, for goodness sake. Once upon a time, there was a little lamb called Billy, and he lived in a farm in Somerset, and Billy, he was a very nice lamb, and yes, I bet he didn't know what the future had in store for him, though, for himself. I don't know, but Billy was just living on the farm. Oh yeah, but you know, Lambs don't always have a very long lifespan. Poor Billy. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, that wasn't the way the story was going to go. Oh, I'm sorry, continue. Oh, so, Billy used to like running around in the fields. He used to like sniffing buttercups. Oh, that's a strange thing for a lamb to do. Yeti Uncle John, be quiet, it's my story. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Hi listeners, it's me, Paul. I don't know what time of the morning it is. It's about 3 a.m. or something. I can hear movement. I can hear Yeti Uncle John's voice. I hope he doesn't wake my parents up. I think he's gone and woken Cromitty up. Oh, why can't he just sleep through like everybody else does? Well, except that I always seem to wake up early these days. So I suppose I might as well tell you what I'm up to today. Mainly editing. I'm going to do some editing. Well, you know, I mean, I'm hoping that Yeti Uncle John will show Cromitty around a bit. I want to do some editing. I will show them around. Maybe play some Fortnite. You know, hang out with my parents. I'm with Yeti Uncle John and Cromitty. Then in the evening, about 6 o'clock, my old friend Paul from school is coming over to pick me up, and he's taking me out for dinner and to see Scream 6. Now, there is room for Yeti Uncle John and Cromitty to come too if they want to, but I haven't worked out whether they want to do that, whether it would be just nice to spend the evening just with Paul, but we'll see. Anyway, I think I'm going to try and get back to sleep now, so I'm a bit bunged up, and yeah, I need a glass of water, but I'll be fine. I'll speak to you in the morning. And so anyway, Billy the Lamb lived happily ever after, and he lived to be 100 years old. I don't think that's feasible, Cromitty. I don't think lambs live to that long, even if they don't get put in stews. Billy was very different from the others, Yeti Uncle John. Oh, well, I didn't care for your story, Cromitty. It seemed unrealistic. Oh, just go to sleep, Yeti Uncle John. Charming. Oh, are you sure there's not room in that bed for me? And you can come in this bed if you want, but if you do, I shall go to the other room and sleep in your bed. Oh, then I'll still be on my own. Yes? Oh, goodness me, it's like living with a child. Charming. Oh, I've a bad nightmare and nobody's got any sympathy. Oh, I wish I'd never come here now. Don't be so stupid, you only just arrived. Oh, for goodness sake, I hope you're not going to be like this for the rest of the trip. I'm sorry. You don't know what that nightmare was like, though. It's left me shooketh. Oh, yes, oh dear. I'm going to sleep now. Oh, I'll just sit here. Please do. Just don't speak. Charming. Oh, dear. No sympathy. Yeti Uncle John. Shh, now. Shh. Dear. Charming. Oh, dear. I hear you had a decent breakfast, Yeti Uncle John. I did, yes. That's one thing you always get here is a decent breakfast. Yes, I had cereal, I had Cocoa Pops, and I had some toasted marmalade. Very nice. Yes. Look, I just thought I'd run past you what I'm planning on doing the next, 2-3 days. You're welcome to come with me or not come with me. Whatever you fancy, really.
Well, it would be interesting to hear. Yes. Don't forget it's Mother's Day on Sunday. Is it? Well, have you got a present, Paul? I've already sorted that out. I ordered it. I ordered it a couple of weeks ago, and for some reason they couldn't deliver closer to Mother's Day. It was either before, and I mean like a week before, if not more, or after the event, which that seems pointless. So my mum's had her Mother's Day present since, it'll be about 10 days or so by the time Mother's Day actually comes round. Well, that's all right then, as long as it's all sorted. Yes, it is. Well, what did you get? Well, actually, if you go down to the lounge, you'll see. I don't like buying bouquets, really. I like to buy her plants that will last, possibly, or have a chance of a second life. Yes, makes sense. Yeah, and it wasn't that expensive, really, considering what you got for this. It was 3 things. It was like a miniature white rose, like a plant. And that sounds nice. I think you may have seen it. Yeah, I haven't noticed it, but it's in the window in the front room. I'll have a look. And there was also a box of chocolates and a bottle of, not sure if it's wine or whether it's fizzy wine or what it is, but we'll probably have that at lunch on Sunday. Will there be enough to go around, Paul? I'm sure there'll be enough for a glass each. Oh, that sounds lovely, Paul. It wouldn't hurt you to get Pat a bouquet or something. What? She's not my mother. No, I know she's not your mother. But on Mother's Day, you don't just have to buy things for mothers. You can buy them for women that you're particularly fond of or may have mothered you. I mean, you've been here before and you've definitely been mothered by Paula's mum. I guess you're right. I guess she's a very good hostess, or whatever. I hadn't thought about it. Well, don't feel you have to. But, you've got a few days anyway. We're only on Thursday. Yeah. What are you going to do, Cromitty? You going to buy anything? I already have a small box of chocolates. But I also do have a bottle of wine. But one was going to be for Mother's Day, and one was going to be as a thank you when we leave. Oh, Cromitty, that's lovely. You're buying them a thank you present? Well, of course, I always do that. Oh, I never even thought about it. Oh, I did send a card last time, It was partly because I'd left a jacket, and I wanted them to have my address so that they could post it back. Yes, I remember the whole business of the jacket. In the end, I just picked it up next time I visited. Yes, Paul. Well, I guess your practices are slightly different. What you do. Yes, well, it wouldn't hurt you. You could always pick up a thank you present when you're getting the Mother's Day present. Yeah. Well, look, so what else is going on today then, Paul? Well, a relatively quiet afternoon. We may be playing Fortnite with Troby. I don't know if Warren's around. I guess we'll see. You're welcome to watch. I'm afraid unless you've got your own laptops with you, I don't think you can actually play because I'll be using my laptop and you can only play one person per laptop. Yes, Paul, we'll see. And didn't you say there was something going on tonight? Yeah, tonight I'm meeting up with Paul from school. Well, he's actually coming to pick me up because he's working in the area. He'll pick me up and we're going for dinner. I don't know if it's an Italian restaurant or it's called Wildwood in Salisbury, in the Cross Keys section, shopping area of Salisbury, quite close to the cinema. Not been there before. Paul's not been there before, but his sister has and recommends it. They do pizza and I think they do pasta, but they definitely also do burgers as well. Mum was looking at the menu last night and said it sounded good. So, yeah. So you're welcome to come to that, but we're going to the cinema afterwards, Paul and I. Oh, yes? What are you going to see? Scream 6. Oh, I like those movies. Oh, they're a bit scary, aren't they? Oh, yes, I know. I like them. Well, you're welcome to come, but I do want to better catch up with Paul. So, if you come, Yeti Uncle John, don't monopolise, do give me a chance to speak to him, won't you? Oh, charming. We'll sit on a separate table if you like. Now, that might not be a bad idea. Oh, yes, maybe we will. We can pretend we're on a date, Yeti Uncle John. On a date? Well, oh yeah, we had a nice date not so long ago, didn't we? When Tallulah and Reginald were going out. We went to that fish and chip restaurant. I know, it was one of the favourite nights I've had in many a month. Oh, thank you, Yeti. Oh, thank you, Cromitty. And then what, Paul? Friday, quiet during the day, going over to Nick's in the late afternoon. We're going to watch a film, have a takeaway. You're welcome to come over, but they only have one spare room. But Cromitty can probably bunk up with me. Oh, thank you, Paul. What about me, then? Well, you can sleep in a chair, can't you? I think they've also got a banquette or a chaise lounge or something. Oh, I don't know if I'd fit on that. Well, as I say, you don't necessarily have to come that night. You and Cromitty can do your own thing, or spend the evening with Pat and Michael. Yes, that would be lovely. Yeah. Well, the following day, Saturday, quiet during the day. Oh no, we're doing a chatterbox. We're recording a chatterbox, so that will be busy-ish. But then in the evening, Nick and Ali have a party because they've lived in their Covenant house for 10 years, and they're celebrating that with some neighbours and work people and some local friends. So you're welcome to come along for that. And again, if you don't want to stay over, we can probably get you a taxi back. Yeah, no, that sounds lovely, Paul. I think we'd like to take part in all of those things. Wouldn't we, Yeti Uncle John? Yes, I guess so. Right, and then it's Mother's Day on Sunday. Mother's Day on Sunday, but I'm also recording with my birthday twin again, with Andy, about, our likes and dislikes and comparing, the things that we like and dislike. You know what I mean? No, that sounds good. And that takes us up till Sunday. Oh, busy, eh? Yes, Yeti Uncle John, very busy. That does sound good. Anyway, I'm just going to have a little nap now until Toby tells me it's time to play Fortnite. Why don't you go and have a walk up the garden, Yeti Uncle John? Show Cromitty around. It's your job. No, Yeti Uncle John. You know where everything is. Perhaps you will take me over to the phone box at some point, Paul. Or Yeti Uncle John can take me there. Yeah, you must have a word with my mum about that. I was wondering if I could have a play on your father's organ as well. Oh yes, the organ in the front room. I'm sure he'll let you have a fiddle. Oh, thank you, Paul. Yes. Is it electric? It is, yes. We very rarely use it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I did notice, was it Tallulah told me about she's doing piano lessons, like a course or something. Yes. I think Wilson from the supermarket is interested. Oh, well, yeah. Well, that would be good. I never got on so well with like piano lessons or things like that. I was never good at reading music, but I like to play. Yes, so I hear. All right, I'm gonna have my nap. Okay. Oh yes, Paul. Come on, yes, Uncle John, take me up the garden. Oh, if you insist. And I need to call Martin. Oh, yes, you keep saying. What's going on, Paul? Just about to log into Fortnite. You can watch us playing if you like. Oh, who's going to be on? Mr. T. Mr. T, maybe Warren, I'm not sure. How long till we go out? About 3 hours. We won't be playing that long. Oh, well then. Then what? Are those wine gums? Yes, wine gums. Oh, may I have one, please, sir? Yes, have a wine gum. Oh, thank you. Oh, I like these. Have a chew. Oh, yeah, very nice. Very nice. Oh, yeah, oh dear. You are a pig, Yeti, Uncle John. That's not very nice. What's happening? It's just coming up. We have to wait for it to load up. Where's Cromitty? Oh, he's having a nap. Are you sure we have to go and see this horror film tonight, Paul? Wouldn't you rather see a nice romantic comedy? No, absolutely not. Paul and I really want to see Scream 6. I mean, you can go and see something else if you want.
No, it's fine. Just get a bit nervous with these horror films sometimes. It'll be fine. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's just music.
Zombies always running me, gunning me. It's a good thing that home runs are part of my personality. When they come out of the woodwork, I am ready to play. Swing hard for the fences, tell the kids it's bad day. The creeps back up when I get in my stance. They got nowhere to run, so get ready to dance. You better batter up, buddy.
You better batter up, buddy. Oh, is that Mr. T? Yes.
Hello.
Oh, is that Mr. T? Hello.
Yeah, I'm hanging about with my big shoes on.
Oh, you're dressed. You're both dressed the same. You've got 3D glasses. Right. Oh.
Well, that's so we can see everything in 3D.
Oh yeah.
So things poke out of the screen at us.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'll be good. I like this tune, batter up. Oh, you probably can't hear it. Oh, can you hear it? I don't know. Oh, dear.
I might have a different tune in my head to you. I'm not sure.
Well, I'll just sit here and be quiet, Paul. All right. We'll just play. Maybe you can let me take over at one point. You know, I'm an expert. I know you're an expert.
Hello, is he safe?
He's safe, I think, yeah. He's nervous because we're going to see Scream 6 later, and he wanted to know whether we could then see a romantic comedy instead. But I said no.
Oh, blimey. Are you right to go live?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Let me set that up a second then. Hang on. I shall just set the thing. And I will put that out. I'll put a Twitter up as well, so. Going live on Twitch with Shy Yeti.
You don't mind if I rest my eyes for a bit, people? I thought you were going to be watching us playing. Oh, you know, Comsy's having a nap. What a busy evening ahead of me. Well, just whatever you like, just lie on the bed. Oh dear, sometimes quite scary, isn't it, Fortnite?
Have you explained to Yeti Uncle John that we're going to be live in a minute, so he can't be saucy?
Oh, I should not be saucy. It's fine. I might be snory. That's quite.
Oh, really?
Well, no, I won't fall asleep. I promise. Dear. We've got wine gums here. we got wine gums. Give us another one, Paul.
I might have gums. I'm not sure I've got wine.
Oh, sorry. I was just going out live. I'm sorry. I was speaking in mouthful.
It is live now, Yeti Uncle John.
Oh, sorry. You took about 6. You stuffed 6 wine gums into your mouth, Yeti Uncle John. Oh dear. That's such a pig. So, well, don't shame me. Not shaming you, it's fine.
Right. So you should get a notification telling you. Yes, there it is. It says watch live.
Ooh.
And we are live. Right, let me put the you put the Twitter up. There we go. And we appear to be up.
Definitely.
Right.
Are you ready? Are we ready?
I'm braced.
You're level 34. You're at level 34.
Well, I did a bit this morning again. But let's get you up a bit.
Are you getting echoes off me? Do I need to put my headphones back?
A little bit, yes.
I'll
just mute any other sources. That's better, I think.
Hello, Martin?
Cromitty, hello, how you doing?
Oh, I'm fine.
How is Salisbury?
This is good. We're out in the wild countryside outside of Salisbury. But yes, very nice. The weather isn't that good, but well, you know, what can you expect?
Oh well, that's cool. I'm glad you're having a good time. How's your Uncle John behaving?
Oh, you know, much as he usually does.
Oh yeah, doesn't surprise me. How are Pat and Michael?
Oh yes, very nice, very good. We've not seen a great deal of them yet because Paul's got quite a lot of plans for us the first few days, and then the last few days will be quieter, I think.
Oh, sounds marvellous. I'm glad you're having a good time. I miss you, of course.
Oh, I miss you too, Martin. How's Tallulah and Reginald?
Oh, yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. Doing all right, I think.
Oh dear. You'll get used to them, being a couple.
Yeah, I expect so. I'm sure I will.
Well, anyway. What else do you have to tell me?
Well, we heard from that Wilson guy you work with.
Oh yes, Wilson Comet.
Yeah, he's booked himself on some courses at the college, some of the short-term courses, like evening classes.
Oh yes, I know he mentioned he'd like to do that.
Yeah. So anyway, I was chatting to Uncle August the other day about some paintings that he's been doing, and sounds very interesting. And of course, I don't know how he manages to do them so well, and it's very good. And
oh yes, I see. Yes.
I think we're just going to have a still bolognese spaghetti, thank you.
Lovely. Can I have the calamari starter?
Yeah.
The Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
Is that with the fries or the sandwich?
With fries.
Fries, yeah. Lovely. Is that everything for you?
Yeah, I think it's
great. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Paul, you were going to tell us about what you've been up to since we last saw you.
Yeah,
you've been to see a chair show, Pamairs, Titanic. Tell us all about those things.
Yeah, so we went to see Share, which was like a looky-likey show, really, of 3 shares in one night.
Share alike.
Old, young Share, baby Share, middle-aged Share, and vintage Share. And actually, they were all 3 were really good, actually. But the best one was actually the middle one, really. Really good performance.
Is that like 80s? Is that like 80s?
Yeah, 80s, 90s.
When she came back after.
Yeah, and the voice changes a bit. And but they didn't do any. I don't remember them doing any Mamma Mia songs, but they probably didn't want to pay any extra than they already are paying. The share will be charging tip-top price. But anyway, it was really good. The only thing was some people don't seem to understand the difference between a theatre production, and a concert. So there's people turning up thinking they're coming to a concert, and this is a theatrical show, and they even said at the beginning of the show there will be an opportunity for audience participation at the end. Okay, and there's a sign that reiterated this in neon at the back. But these people were, I think, not only were they expecting to join in, I think they were expecting to go on the stage, they were expecting to meet Cher, I think they wanted pictures, photos, and they were annoying. There were two different groups, but different sides of the theatre. And I was telling my friend Cesar about it, and he said, oh my God, that happened in Wimbledon. They're all like that. So but actually it was a very good show. I really enjoyed it. And then...
Didn't you say you had almost like the same experience at the Pamairs thing?
Well, the Pamairs thing was... it was her reading... I thought she was going to do about an hour.
This was the real Pamairs.
This is the real Pamairs. This one, looking like it.
Impersonate.
No, I don't think you could make money from being a looky like
young Pamairs, middle-aged Pamairs, vintage Pamairs.
Vintage. No, I think she, it really was her.
Yeah.
And actually, she did a 2-hour show. There was an interval. She did 2 hours, which for a single, on your own, that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
And so it was a mix of coming on, talking about, doing some poetry. Some she read, some she just knew, off her head. And then she'd tell a couple of anecdotes, and a bit of an update of what she did during COVID. And I think she's done some cruise ships, and shows in the evening, which I think she said kept her going really during the COVID thing, because they couldn't get off the boat, my lover.
No.
So you're going to hear it whether you like it or not. Because we're all together.
Coming down from room to room.
For 365 days.
Let me in. Whistling through the keyhole. Appears on the balcony, winched down.
Have you heard this one?
Listen, I'm going to tell you the one about the tea.
We do requests. We had a couple of super fans in who were late, ironically, late to this show, but they were so into it. They knew every single poem that she read, and finished the last line of every poem 5 seconds before she did. And so it completely took away and spoiled. And then shrieked with laughter when she actually said the line that they had just predicted she would say. It was really annoying. They were super fans.
Nobody did that on my show.
And the other thing that they did was she'd read the poem, they'd finish it in advance, she'd deliver the last line, and then one of them would take it in turns to go, "Oh, that's just like you, isn't it?" "Oh, that's like us." "Oh, that's just like you. Oh, do you remember?" So you not only got to hear in advance, but you also got how it relates to them and their lives.
Maybe they were actors. It was all part of the immersive experience.
Possibly. But it was the Brooklyn Opera House, which is a beautiful theatre, a matching theatre, really, really lovely. And she told a couple of anecdotes about how she'd met the Queen.
Yeah.
And she's
well, we can't say, but you had a similar experience. But we can't. We talked about that last time. We can't keep bringing it.
I do miss Lilibet and our conversations. Anyway,
neighbours will be back soon.
So she first met the Queen in 1977, and it was obviously a really short hello. Yes, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much. And then I think she met her on 3 or 4 other occasions. So she talked a little bit about that. And actually, to be fair to her, 2 hours is a lot to do on your own as a stand-up thing. And then the last thing was that the night before that, we'd been to see a Titanic reenactment, which was part of a Christmas present. It was not something I'd have chosen to go and see, but anyway, I went to see it with Alex, his sister, her husband, and then 2 of their friends. There were actually 6 of us, and we're on a table for 12. So there were 2 other couples there. And the idea was it's supposed to be, an all-immersive experience. But what that meant was you go into this massive room. There's 2 huge screens either side of CGI, projecting CGI of the ship, and of course, obviously, it's sinking. And you have the meal. They serve you the last meal they had on Titanic. So you have all of that, and then there's actors who are tell their story while you are eating. So there's a separate set of staff obviously serving you. Then you have all these people who look like the staff but aren't, and there's a captain, and it's just not about the passengers, it's about the staff serving passengers. But of course the staff then get asked questions about, I ordered my drink for you. Hello? Yeah. And the tasting. Great, thank you very much. Enjoy. Thank you. So of course the actors are getting questions about, I ordered my drinks 20 minutes ago, where are they? And they say, well, I'm not here for that. I'm here to tell you about my background story as a cleaner of cabin 47, which isn't quite.
So they didn't come up towards the end and throw a bucket of cold water over you, did you?
No. Well, I did say to Alex, there is no. I don't think the ending is going to change. But one of the people in our party had been the night before to see exactly the same thing. And I said, oh, are you hoping for a different ending? And she said, she goes, oh no, I really just really love the story. I love the story. And I said, well, it is a bit of a downer, isn't it? But I met this, anyway, I was on the side where there was this other couple who were okay. They but what they were, two of them were really into the Titanic and excited about all that. But what's happening is obviously you're building up to a big ending, aren't you? And it's going to sink. So there's this sense of impending doom, even as the meal comes to its peak. And the other thing is, because they're acting while you're eating, the actors are overshadowed by the clattering of plates, knives and forks. So I think it's quite a hard performance to deliver. But there was one guy there who Alex thought he might have had ADHD. But he was really over the top about reacting to what they were saying. Do you want one of these? It's warm. It's, I think it's been buttered or they put stuff on it already. So anyway, it was okay. But of course, because it's such a sad story, the stuff sinks, they all die, and then that's the end of the evening. So you're walking out thinking, that's a bit. It's not like leave them laughing,
No.
So I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a. I don't think it's going to be a long running. What about yourself? What do you?
Well, it's a nice little restaurant, this, isn't it, Cromitty? Yes. I think Paul's sister recommended a good place. Although, of course, we haven't tried the food yet. I'm sure it'll be just fine. So, are we going to see this film then? Yes! Scream 6! It'll be great. Will you hold my hand in the dark? I get a bit nervous sometimes about horror films. Oh, you big old softy, you. Oh, it's not there. It's just, it can scare me a bit. That's all. Sometimes horror films. Well, of course, I'll hold your hand. It's fine. Oh, thank you. I know Paul likes his horror films. So does the other Paul. Yes. Well, it's good that they are getting a chance to catch up. I don't know why we couldn't have sat on the same table as them. No, you need to give them time to catch up. We can all chat when we head over to the cinema. I suppose so. Oh dear, it's like he's ashamed of us. Not at all. Oh dear, Yeti Uncle John. It's nice. We have a table to ourselves. You and I can talk about things. Oh, I suppose so. How was Martin? Oh, he was very good. Yes, told me some stories. Yes. I do hope he gets over this strange, suspicion he has about Reginald. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, he's just jealous, isn't he? He likes being the centre of attention, and now Toluna's got a new toy. Oh, Yeti Uncle John. It's not like that. No, I like Reginald. He's a good house guest to have for, a month or so, however long it was he lived with me. Magpie's missing, but he still pops in from time to time.
Yes, of course. And it makes more sense. You know, there's so much room in Tallulah's music school for him to stay. And now he has work there too. Yes. Well, as you say, I hope Martin, just gets round to getting used to them two being together. Yeah. Oh, I think here comes the waiter. Have you decided what you want? Yes, you go first. Hello. So I'd like the garlic bread, cheesy garlic bread, please, and I'll have the pepperoni pizza with a side order of fries, please. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, and a fizzy water, please. Yeah, sparkling, please, like with ice. Thanks. Oh, that sounds good. It's Uncle John. Yeah. I would like the stuffed potato skins, please, to start with, and then I'll have the Mexican burger, please, that comes with fries, doesn't it? And I'll have a small glass of white wine, please. Thank you. Thank you. That's all. Yes, thank you. Oh dear. Yes. I wonder what Paul are having. Our Paul is always onto a good thing, because other Paul never finishes his plate and always offers what's left to Paul. So Paul always gets like a meal and a third or something. Uncle John, I probably won't finish mine. You can have what's left of mine. So don't you worry. Oh, yeah. I'm just worried about this film, that's all. Oh, dear. Oh, you better hold my hand tight. I will. It's Uncle John, I will. Dear.
I can't remember how many Halloween films there have been. Did you see that? Did you see Halloween Kills? Or the end. Halloween the end.
Yeah, I also saw that Jamie Lee Curtis won an Oscar, but not for Halloween. He just won an Oscar for something else.
Yeah, I think that really should be the last of the Halloween films, because I think they really have. I don't know what else they could say about it. And I think I'd need a lot of persuasion to go and see another one. But there is a good scene. There is a good scene in it around when we go to a radio station. That's the thing that I remember most from it.
Yeah, that's quite gory.
Let's see what the future holds. Here come the trains.
Hi listeners, the film is about to begin. Other Paul has just nipped off to get a drink because he didn't get one earlier. We had a nice meal though, but I'll tell you more about that later on, perhaps. But I think Scream 6 is starting any minute, so I don't want to miss anything. But Uncle John looks petrified. It's hilarious. Doesn't take after my side of the family when it comes to horror films, does he? But anyway, tell you more about the meal and whether we enjoyed the film probably tomorrow, because it's going to finish quite late tonight. So all right. It's Uncle John. Don't scream. It's not funny. Oh, dear. Oh, Gorty. Oh, scary. Oh, dear. I'm just going to hold my hand. Yeti, Uncle John, it's only the adverts. Oh,
This is only the adverts. Yes, the advertising chocolates and health food and vitamins. There's nothing scary about this. Oh, I'm pretty scared. You know. Oh dear. That dress that woman's wearing. It gives me the chills. It doesn't really suit her, does it? But I like the shoes. Yeah, I suppose so. Oh dear. So when's this film starting? I don't know. I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to sit through all of this. Oh, Yeti, Uncle John. I'm pretty sure you've seen horror films before now. I'm sure we watched a few of Bettina's old ones before, when we've helped out with commentaries with her and things. Oh yeah, but I only ever watched her films with my eyes closed. I'd peek, I'd squint and maybe watch a little bit, the non-scary bits that she was in. But, oh dear, I really don't get along with horror films. Just hold my hand, you'll be fine. Have some pick and mix. Pick and mix. Oh, I didn't know you got that. Oh, I should have got me some popcorn. Would you like me to get you some popcorn? I think we have a few minutes before the film starts. No, pick and mix will be fine. But I wouldn't mind a slurp of your cola there. All right. A slurp of my cola. Here it is. Do leave some for me. Yes, of course. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
How do you call the police?
No police. This isn't a civilized country. It's brutal and we're not getting picked up for this.
What's an accident? She's right. It's very dangerous for us now.
When the trainers see themselves as weak, it takes some work to undo.
What's that?
You said you were looking for inspiration. Let me understand one thing. You need to show that you're the dominant. Show me how strong you are.
This is just a game.
I can take some of your skin.
Too much disgusting. You could just sit there and watch it happen.
It's time to find out what kind of a creature you really are.
Nobody's starting to like it.
The streets are very quiet. Last time.
I'm not sure there's a massive nighttime economy, unless it's a Friday night or tomorrow night. Save their money. It'll be Friday night, Saturday. And a lot of pubs and things. I mean, it's just not worth them opening on, after.
And Salisbury's known for having a lot of pubs as well, isn't it? I'm sure in the night. I'm sure some of them were closed, but I'm sure in the 90s it was
very different. Yeah.
One of the towns with the most pubs per square mile or something. I know. It was quite.
I thought actually there'd be more people in the cinema, even for a later night showing.
Yeah,
but I thought it was. I was a little bit cold in there actually. I wasn't like shivering or anything. But I was thinking,
I probably should have done what you said and sat in the front because after a while my legs did get a bit sort of.
But it was quite a long film anyway. Wasn't it?
You were having to. What with the
11.
And what with the trailers as well.
Yeah. When I was booking it, because I went in to book it.
Yeah.
Because they say book online. But actually, if you book online, there's like a booking fee. And of £1.50 a ticket.
That's already expensive.
I should just walk in. and just do it and just pay the price. But now they're saying it's cheaper online. I was thinking, I'm not sure. Anyway, I booked it. I didn't realise. You just look at a map, and you don't realise there's all this space at the front. I just thought, oh, there's an end aisle. That'll be good.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was certainly better to be at the end. I was able to put my leg down first. The thing is, neither of us at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, some of the problems are my aches and pains anyway. But gosh, what if I'd been Callum with my 6'3" or so? I mean, my legs were, but there just wasn't that much space for your legs. Even at our small and diminutive height.
It's like, but I mean, some of this, I don't know. That might be because of the design of the seating. But the one in Derby, they ripped them all out, and now it's all flatbed style seating with all raised things, so that you don't have that. But as a result, it's $15.50 a ticket, and there's less seats now as well. So it makes you really think about: do I really want to see this film, or can I wait 6 months or whatever?
I mean, it's not even
sometimes some of them are
not even that long.
3 months.
Yeah, I mean, that when the last James Bond film came out in about November 2021, I was going to go and see it, but then that's when I think I had COVID, and it was out by Christmas. Like 6 weeks later, I bought it for myself as a Christmas present, and I think Scream was out to buy on Prime within about. I mean, I've got DVDs of that last Halloween movie, and that only came out a few months ago.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very quick turnaround. Sometimes it's almost you can buy it digitally almost at the same time as in the cinema.
Well, I think they're doing that perhaps in parallel.
Well, what did you think, Yeti, Uncle John? Or what did you think of the film? I'm traumatised. I had my eyes closed the whole time. Oh dear. I think I want to go to bed as soon as I get home. Oh dear, you're such a wimp. Oh, Cromitty, please don't make fun of me. Oh gosh, dear, oh dear. Yeti, Uncle John. Well, it is late, so yes. You probably do need to go to bed. Oh, I do. I definitely do. Oh dear. I never want to see another sharp, pointy knife again as long as I live. Oh gosh. Oh dear. I thought it was great.
I can't remember whether Sky did a thing where it was almost a week later, but I don't know if that was a Sky movie.
Hi listeners, it's early on Friday, the 17th of March. I'm letting Yeti Uncle John and Cromitty sleep in. It's been a relatively peaceful night. I got 6 hours sleep at least. Would be nice to have more, but there you go. Anyway, my dad and I are going to pop down to the village down the road so I can pick up a prescription that I was given by the rheumatism people. It's just easier. I know my appointment was last week. It was easier just to wait to put the prescription in when I had access to my dad's car rather than spending £10 getting on a train and going to the nearest chemist. So, so we're just going to go and nip and do that. It won't take us that long. I'll see how the boys are doing when I get back. Relatively quiet day today. Editing. Heading over to Nick's mid-afternoon. He won't be there immediately, as he'll be at work. But I have my own private key, so it's fine. Obviously, Yeti Uncle John and Cromitty are definitely coming at some point. I don't know if they're coming tonight for the takeaway or whether they're coming over tomorrow for the party. I don't know that they've decided. And then we'll be doing Chatterbox tomorrow. So we'll just see, I suppose. Okay. I'll take you with me to the chemist. But I don't think it'll be that exciting. But it'll get you out for 20 minutes, won't it? So, let's see. Cromitty, are you awake? Psst, it's me, it's Uncle John. Psst. Oh gosh, what time is it? It's light. It's light? That doesn't tell me what time it is. It's 7:20. Oh, 7:20. I suppose I should be getting up. Oh, dear. Did you sleep well? Yes. Thank you for not waking me in the night. I thought I was going to have nightmares after that film. But I didn't. That's something, I suppose. Yes, I'm very proud of you. Oh, thank you. I think Paul might have just gone out. Yes, that's quite probable. I know he had to pop down to the chemist. You can go back for more sleep if you want. We've got no plans for today. Oh, all right. I suppose. Yeah. I don't think I want to go back to bed, though. You sure it's not room in that bed for me? No, it's a single bed, Yeti Uncle John. There's no space for Yetis. Not even for a little cuddle. No, Yeti Uncle John. No, stop it. Oh, dear. Why don't you go and see if Pat and Michael are up? You might get yourself a cup of tea. Or coffee. Oh, well, you want to sleep in a bit more, do you? I thought I might do, yes. Oh, all right. Oh. It's not the same here when it's not summer. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, stop complaining. I'm enjoying the rest. Well, you're just better at this sort of thing than I am. I can't relax. Oh, yes, I realise that. Oh, good gracious.
That'll be audience. I hope you should be in tomorrow morning. Okay. Yeah, is that okay? Yeah. But I'll do the eye drops. You want to take that on the rest? Yeah, that's fine. Just need to check it. Okay, that's fine. Thanks.
Hi listeners, I'm in the chemist's. They're taking a little while finding my prescription. I don't know what it is that I've been prescribed, but it's obviously not that easy to find. So I think there's 4 of them in there trying to find it. So I've been warned that possibly I might have to come back another day for some of the stuff. I think it's only 2 things, but we shall see. Anyway, what can I say? Just sitting about, waiting around. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll be on our way again soon. I promise. Do they have everything you needed?
Yeah.
I looked at my prescription. I think it's probably not that they didn't have it, it's just they didn't have enough of everything. Because both of them don't have enough of either of the things. Obviously they've given me something. So.
Yeah. Have you got enough to last you for 2 or 3 days?
Oh yeah, I probably won't start until I've got everything.
So when are you going to come back?
On Sunday from Nick's.
So we can go there Monday, can we?
Yeah.
So you don't need me to go there really, do you?
No, until Monday. I'm going to just stick on normal painkillers until I know I've got everything, and then I'll start it when I know I've got everything I need.
That's alright, is it?
Yeah, I don't want to start anything new over the weekend in case I have a bad reaction.
You what?
I don't want to start anything new over the weekend in case I have a bad reaction or something.
Yeah. Oh, we'll do it Monday then. That's alright.
We can call in advance.
Pardon?
We can call it in advance and just check they've got.
Yeah. We can find their number. I think we're in trouble. They didn't give you
I don't know.
You haven't got a receipt or?
I have got something from them, but I don't know whether there's anything. There might be a number on it.
Yeah, we can find it.
Hello, Martin. How are you doing?
I'm all right, Cromitty. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. Yes, we went out for a meal last night with Paul's friend from school. You know, the other Paul.
Oh, yes. What did you have?
Oh, it was good. It was like an Italian restaurant. What did I have? No, I forget. Pizza, was it? Oh, I'm sorry, I've forgotten.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As long as it was good.
Oh, it was. It was good, yes. Oh, dear. We were going to the cinema.
Oh, right. What did you see?
Oh, we saw Scream 6. It was fun, but Yeti Uncle John was quite frightened.
Oh, dear. I thought he'd be one for horror films.
No, not at all. Quite the opposite.
Oh, dear. Did you have to hold his hand?
I did, absolutely I did. Yes. Oh, dear. But it was fun.
And what are you up to now?
Oh, we're just hanging around. Paul is going to see Nick later. I'm not sure if we're going to stay here. There's a party at Nick's tomorrow, so we're definitely going to that. We may stay here with Pat and Michael tonight. I'm not sure. We haven't decided. But Yeti Uncle John's still sleeping. He's had a few nightmares. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
How's everybody else? How's Tallulah?
Oh, she's all right. She's doing okay. Yeah, Reginald. Yeah, he's all right.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Well, I better let you go.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for calling, Cromitty. Thanks for checking in with me.
No. My pleasure. I like to hear your voice.
Yeah, I'd like to hear your voice too.
All right, I'll speak to you later.
All right, take care.
I will, you too. Send my love to Tallulah and Reginald.
I will. All right, bye then, Cromitty.
Bye, Martin. Goodbye. Hello, Yeti Uncle John speaking. I'm sorry. Sorry, I have to speak up. I can't hear. You what? You bought off the eBay page? I'm sorry. Yeti Uncle John isn't about at the moment. You'll have to write him an email. What's the problem again? The paint on the t-shirts. Oh dear, it hadn't dried. That must be a fluke mistake. I'm sure Yeti Uncle John will sort it out for you. Yes, just send him a message on eBay. Yes, yes, absolutely. Who am I? I'm Yeti Uncle John's long lost brother. Yes, Mac. Yeah, I've just answered his phone. He's not here. I'm sorry. He'll be back later. He's incapacitated. He's overworked. I hear overworked. Yes. How did you get this number? Oh, the toilet walls. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, that does tend to happen, I'm afraid. All right. I don't know why people keep writing his number on toilet walls, but they do. Anyway. All right. All right. Better go. Send him a message. I'm sure he'll replace your damaged item. All right. But, goodbye. Yes. Goodbye. Oh dear, I must change my number. Oh, I don't know. Hi listeners, back from the chemist. I told you it wouldn't be very exciting, but still you got some fresh air. I did say I'd do a little review of Scream. I had a nice time with Paul last night. It was a bit funny, Yeti Uncle John and Cromitty sort of in the same restaurant but at a different table. They wanted to give us space. Well, Cromitty did. I guess that was nice of them. I had a nice meal. I had calamari to start with, like in a batter with a nice dip. I don't know if it was as nice as the one I had at Prezzo. I think that was calamari as well. And then I had a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, which, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it was tasty. It came with fries. I don't know it was that cheesy though. And I don't think the steak had that much flavour to it. And the bread that they served it on was really thick doorstep. Don't know quite what sort of bread that was. It wasn't unpleasant by any means, but perhaps I should have had the calzone. But and then I had a sorbet and a coffee, and I had a cider. Paul encouraged me to have a dessert because he wanted one, and we did have the time, to be fair. I did get a small cup of pick and mix. It's very expensive though, and it wasn't very good pick and mix. Sorry, it sounds like I'm complaining, but not at all. It was nice. It was a nice treat. And Paul and I have arranged a trip to Rules in London, one of our favourite restaurants, for my 50th. We actually booked it for the 25th of November. I don't want to do a big do because I'll just be doing lots of little things, I think. I don't want to, do some big party and expect people to come and travel all the way down to me, have to get hotels. And anyway, don't need to tell you about that now, but Paul and I have booked Rules for the 25th of November, a couple of weeks after my birthday. That'll be a lovely treat. He says it will be a birthday treat, which is lovely. Yeah, I'll have to remember when it's his 50th to treat him to something nice. Yeah, we only really do presents for big birthdays these days, which is fine. Just nice to catch up. The film. Sorry, I was going to tell you about the film. The film's good. I'm not used to watching things in the cinema anymore. Even though it was a big screen, it seemed very far away. And also the film seemed quite dark. Don't know, maybe it's just my eyesight. I enjoyed it though. It was a little bit too long, maybe 15 minutes too long, because it was over 2 hours. Not much over 2 hours, but it's still over 2 hours. I should speak though, considering the length of some of my podcasts. But at least you can do other things while you're listening to my podcasts. Yeah, but yeah, this was the first Scream without Nev Campbell. And Courtney Cox was in it. But I could have done with a little bit more Courtney Cox. Just because, well, she got attacked near the end, and I'm sure she was okay. But they never came back to her character, considering that she's like the main character from the old films. I would have liked to have had at least one scene with her at the end, perhaps. But no, it was good. Yeah, it got quite kooky towards the end.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I never find I enjoy films the first time I watch them. Well, I suppose if it's a film I don't have any expectation of, that's fine. But with a series like Scream, I've always liked every Scream. You know, some more than others, and you're sort of half on tenterhooks because you're hoping they don't spoil it. And I didn't think that they spoilt it with Scream 6. I'd say it was probably as good as Scream 5, but I don't think Scream 5 and 6 have been as good as the first 4, perhaps. But still worth watching, and still fun, and some good scenes. Yeah, I mean, at this stage, they're kind of just remaking the same film in a way. They try and do a few bits that are different. And the start of the film, you know, they always do a sort of big kill at the start of the film, and that was quite an interesting twist this time. So, yeah, they're still finding new things to do, but also they're having to rely on the old Scream tropes or the old slasher film tropes. But I guess no more than probably every Star Wars film to me just seems the same, and of course it's not. But my brain just goes, oh, spaceships. And that's, you know, about it. And of course, there's a lot more to Star Wars than spaceships, but I'm just, at this point, not really interested. And the same with Marvel films. Superheroes. And, slasher movies. Except that I like slasher movies. So it's just that slasher movies are my thing, whereas some people like Star Wars films or superhero films. But, anyway, I'll stop rambling. Anyway, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I really did. And if there's a Scream 7, I'll definitely go and see it. It's a bit like with James Bond. I always say James Bond films are the only action movies I ever bother with because of the franchise and because it's been going on for years. You know, I'll give my time to a James Bond film, but I don't want to go and see just any old action movie or spy film. With Scream, it's just good to see a slasher movie at the cinema. And, you know, a lot of horror really disappoints me these days. Either the story isn't good enough, or there's too much CGI, or it just loses the plot towards the end and just goes, just spoils itself. So, yeah, in comparison to some of the other horror films I've seen in the last 6 months, Scream 6 is a masterpiece and just about kept it within, the parameters of not going over the top. No more than Scream films ever do. Anyway, right, I'm going to have a bit of a lie down. I haven't seen the boys yet. I don't know what they've been up to. In fact, I think I heard snoring from Cromity's room for sure. I don't know what your Uncle John's up to. Anyway, let them sleep, I say. Let them sleep. Okay, more in a bit. Hi, listeners. I'm at Nick and Ali's house at the moment. I'm doing some editing. You what? You say? Well, where are Nick and Ali? Well, they've gone to get the takeaway that I've generously sponsored. Yeti Uncle John and Cromity have decided to stay back with my mum and dad. So I hope they... Oh, that was a ding. I'm doing a bit of editing whilst I'm...
Help you. Yeah. Well, anyway, I said too much.
Oh.
Nothing there. I don't know what to say. It's nothing. I'm speechless now. I'm sorry.
I have to edit some of that out. I think there's too many ers and ums. Yes. Then I said, oh, no, I'll say it again. No. Right. No more ums. Okay. Oh, no. I've got an attack of the ums. Okay. So Nick and Ali are going to get the takeaway. We're going to watch a film. I know which one, but I'll wait until they get back before I tell you. And yeah, we're having our takeout today because they've got their party tomorrow, and we'll see Cromitty and Yeti Uncle John then. And yeah, so I'm going to get on with this editing whilst I've got the time, and we'll be back in a minute once the takeout has arrived and when we're watching the film. Okay. So, Cromitty, what are we going to do tonight? I mean, was this the right decision? You know, to stay here? We could have gone. We could have had a takeout with Paul and Nick and Ali. No, Yeti, Uncle John. Let the boys have a night together. Just watching things. We can play cards with Pat and Michael, and I'm sure there will be a nice dinner. Yes, I'm sure there will be. But what about the unfriendly cats? The unfriendly cats. They are a little bit unfriendly, aren't they? Especially compared to Dealey, who is always so friendly. Too friendly sometimes. Oh, lovely Dealey. I don't know why. I think because it was summer last time, we were outside in the garden a lot more, late into the night. I suddenly realised that, I don't know how to amuse myself. Oh, Yeti, Uncle John. Well, you and I can play cards, or we can watch some TV with Pat, or with Michael. They sit in different rooms watching different shows. Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure their tastes are to my liking. Michael watches quiz games, and Pat watches horrible thrillers where there's murders. I like those. Yeah, you would do. Oh dear. Always the critic. No, it's fine. I guess I've just got a case of FOMO. FOMO? Yeah, fear of missing out. I know that Paul's somewhere else, and I'm wondering whether that was the better option. No, we'll have a pleasant evening. It's fine. We'll go over to the party tomorrow. Oh dear, you'll be fine. Oh yeah, I'll be fine. Whew. Hello, Nick.
Hello.
I've come visiting.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've already spoken to the listeners when you were we had a nice takeout, didn't we?
We did.
From the Chinese.
Special fried rice, my favourite. Did you enjoy? Yeah, very nice. Thank you very much.
Oh no, it's fine. Yes, we're going to watch Woody Allen tonight that you haven't seen, that one that you've mentioned.
Sleeper, yes. I keep mentioning if you could bring it round, that would be awfully nice.
Awfully nice. How totally British. Oh,
and I found that my copy was, because I've got so many DVDs, I have to put two levels of DVDs to fit them all on the shelf. It was in the second layer of Woody Allen films.
Also tonight, before Woody, as a sort of precursor to Woody, the pre-show to Woody, because Paul... Nerdler. Ali and I have been... Oh, forget it. We'll just stick it on.
Is it some Doctor Who?
Yes.
Episodic Doctor Who.
Yeah. I mean, it's we've been watching season 10 of Who. And episode by episode on a Friday night, and we're up to Frontier in Space episode 4.
I watched episode 2 of Ark in Space the other night, because I found it on my phone. Well, I've got some Doctor Who on my phone, and I woke up really... the first night I was back in Salisbury, I woke up really... I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning and couldn't go back to sleep, so I just thought, I'll just watch an episode of Doctor Who. And the last time when I watched episode 1, that was probably about 4 or 5 months ago. So goodness knows when I'll get round to episode 3. But yes, let's
to see how the master's doing.
Yes, and
I think it's a nice master one actually. You're so good in this. You almost cheer him.
You're having a party to celebrate.
10 years. We have been on the 1st of March. We moved in 10 years exactly 10 years ago, and it's been a joy. And we're having a little shindig, both in our friends. Some of our known friends, some from work, some from the church, and also most uniquely, we've got neighbours coming, which we've not had since the Church Street days of the early noughties, and indeed our landlady's been invited.
And I believe, as has Yeti Uncle John and Cromitty, but
they weren't on guest list, but hey.
I feel bad because I managed to persuade them to spend an evening with my mum and dad tonight, and so I
mum and dad would be able to look after them.
They probably wouldn't get as nice a dinner as we had, but never mind.
What's that?
No, never mind. Whoppy. It's trying to call all the things. Don't understand why it's come up on this. It's come up on the group call for them rather than. I think I'll start the call with Martin because that's normal stuff up the top, and then I'll try and pull in these ones. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Nick's here.
Hello.
I'll just try and get. Toppy's not appeared yet, but let's try and get. Right. Hello. Hello.
Who else you waiting for?
Lisa and Toby and Toppy.
Right.
Warren's not able to do it today.
Ah, there we go. I thought they were already on. There we go.
Yeah.
So whoever those voices were.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Just waiting for Toppy to materialise. Yes. Can you hear us? Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Can you all hear us?
Oh yes, sorry, I didn't know who you were talking to. This is going to get complicated very quickly. I can sense it.
Can you hear us in Paul?
Can you hear us, Mother?
I'm just not sure whether they can hear us.
No.
Well, I can hear them.
Oh.
Toby and Lisa, can you hear us?
That's speaking though, isn't it?
Oh.
We can hear
Lisa.
We can hear you. But...
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello.
Ooh.
All right, sorry, we couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, we thought there was a problem because you didn't sound like you could hear us. We're just waiting for Just waiting for Toppy. But,
Well, you've got 2 minutes of us going hello, hello, hello. You could use that in a theme tune at some point.
That could be the pre-title sequence.
Yeah,
with the Space 1999 music. I'd be like, don't, hello? don't.
This podcast.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, a little bit tired.
Yeah.
I kind of haven't stopped. We're having a few drinkies tonight to mark our 10 years at Shady. 10 years of being shady. That's nice. So lots of rearranging the furniture and thinking,
And lots of Hoover action.
Lots of Hoover.
Oh, yeah.
My canine cookie jar is full of jelly babies. What do you think?
Always good.
That sounds like something from the Monty Python rude Hungarian phrase book.
Yes.
My hovercraft is full of eels.
My canine cookie jar is full of jelly babies. Oh, how dare you?
What? It says that Smellcast is starting a call. You can't start a call. We're already in a call. Let me see if I can retrieve him.
We can call him out.
Velcro then. So it sounded like somebody was ripping over the rip.
It does, doesn't it? I don't think it's me.
Somebody opened something. You can use a ripcord to open large flies.
Yes, Velcro.
See if I can get to.
That's Klingon that.
Hello. Calling Toffee Smelly.
Hello. Knock once for yes and twice for no.
Oh.
Shall I go into a trance and try and get?
He's not on this call.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I had no idea what I was doing. I started the call, I ended the call, I joined the call, I threw a call down the toilet. I don't know what I did.
It should be okay now. Yeah, we had some confusion down this end as well.
Okay.
We got Nick and I in the same room.
Ooh, very incestuous.
I don't think it would be. How can it? We could be incestuous.
We're not related.
We're not related. We can get up to whatever we like. Yes, we got Martin. And we've got. I should do this properly, shouldn't I? I'll do a proper. I'll start it properly. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Shy Life Podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How are you doing? I'm right. So what are we up to this time? What time do we have to be over at Nick's? About 2 hours' time, Yeti, Uncle John. We're going to stop and get a bottle of wine on the way over. A bottle of wine? Oh, right, yes, because we have to bring a gift. Yes, of course we do. And what's going on? The party. Oh, right. So I have to talk to people. Yes, Yeti, Uncle John, you have to talk to people. You have to be nice. You mustn't say anything embarrassing. Or if you do, you'll have to go and sit in the spare room, yes, in the corner with a dunce hat on. Are you sure? No, I'm being sarcastic. Oh, right. Going to the party, doing the dunce. No, right. It should be fun. It will be fun, yes. Oh, dear. Hi, listeners. We're just getting ready for the party this evening. We've been recording an episode of Chatterbox. That's all gone very well. And the party starts at 7. We've got plenty of time to get ready, and I haven't been to a house party for quite a long while. So there's some interesting gin, and there's Stilton, I believe, and it all sounds very promising. But you must come along as well. Make sure you're there. Anytime after 7:30, please. Thank you. Yes.
Use my brand combine harvester.
I used to serve him lunch up at the hospital. He must have been smitten because it was a microwave spud. And I can't remember whether I put butter or margarine, but because my lunch was always the same as his, and then you say, do a spud before you go, I lose 5 minutes because it took him, that long to actually put the order through. So yeah, it was just basically a microwave spud on the plate.
It's a nice party, isn't it, Cromitty? Yes, Yeti, Uncle John, it's very nice. Have you talked to anybody interesting? I'm a little bit shy. I don't know many people here, but I did speak to a monkey who was sitting in the corner by the gin. He didn't say much. Yeti, Uncle John, that's the grill. He's a stuffed toy. A stuffed toy? Oh, that might explain why he was staring at me so strangely. Yes, I think he probably did. Oh, I should have put my contact lenses in, shouldn't I?
Yes, but there are lots of nice stuffed animals in the flat. But I would advise that you speak to the real people. I can't tell the difference. I really can't. Well, just don't speak to anyone then. Just speak to me. Well, Paul seems to be chatting away. Well, yes. Well, he knows one or two of the people here. Well, that Stilton was very delicious. Yes, I enjoyed the Stilton as well, especially with those crackers. Did you have those crackers? I did. Yes, very nice. Oh, well, you see, I knew you would enjoy yourself. Yes, I am, yes. I'm very much enjoying the ambience. Yes, well, just don't drink too much fizzy water. Well, no, I won't drink too much fizzy water. I've got to behave myself. That's right. Good. Right. Well, I'm going to go and have another plate of things from the buffet table. The buffet table. Yes, I'll come with you. All right. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too. No. I was speaking to the lady over there. Oh, sorry. I thought you were speaking to me. Crumpty. Sorry. Why would I be speaking to you? I've known you for years. Oh, I thought you were just getting into the party spirit. Oh dear. You have to tell me which people are real and which people are stuffed animals. I will. Oh dear.
The gifts I get given.
Oh, I love these prawn crack, not for
little popcorn thing. Dip them in the goop. Fortnum and Mason chutneys. They are. These are best. One's mango and one's yellow.
Let's do a taste test though.
Piccalilli.
You came at me with a teaspoon. Try this. I'm like, oh, what is it?
Well, I tried it and it was like, oh, you need grapes. Anyway, cheers everyone.
Cheers.
Another 10 years.
Yeah.
You have the right day off. Absolutely all going down. It's all right. Better watch out.
About 500 cars it's possible. We had
Hi listeners, it's me, Paul. Just having a moment away from the party. Things seem to be going okay. Yet Uncle John's behaving himself, although, as Cromitty probably has pointed out, he didn't wear his contact lenses, and he's having trouble telling the difference between guests and stuffed toys. That there are a lot of giant dogs and monkeys in this house, but when you get to know them, they're perfectly nice individuals in their own right. Anyway, I need to go and fill up my glass and top up my plate and just mingle and have a nice time and enjoy the party. And I'll speak to you again after it's all done, I think. Yeah, that'll be good. I think there's some sausage rolls. Better go. Sausage rolls. It's Uncle John, leave a sausage roll for me. What, Paul? I've already had 7. Oh, goodness sakes. 7 sausage rolls? You have to leave some for other people. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise.
He started from the bottom of the City fans were really, we said he didn't have he was born,
Put the back and charges up like you did before. Put it in the one hand too.
I don't know when I was he wasn't getting off the so they're very old man.
Charging us at the minute with the patients.
Hi Nick, how did your party go? I mean, I was there, but I want to know what you thought.
It went splendidly, actually. Everyone that was going to turn up turned up, which is got to be a first, actually. But no, it was a nice cross section because you had the old stalwarts like yourself, Joe Bunsall,
Alison Gracie and her friend, and you had a brand new set because unfortunately one of our it was unfortunate in terms of one of our neighbours died upstairs, and Ali went to the funeral and kind of met all these people that live around us, but we've never really spoken to before. And we're putting names to faces, and we had a good natter about the. We also had Maria from work, and Vanessa, who used to work with us, and Tanya, who works as the early diagnostic nurse at work, who I sort of liaise with a lot in the course of my work. And who else? But yeah, I mean, it was really, really, really good. And the rector. He was, and everyone was on good form. I think actually, because I tend to be quite, even though we've only got a small flat, I tend to be a little bit ambitious as to the people I invite. And I think actually, sensibly, we were up to capacity with that. I think any more than we had yesterday. Not to mention our landlady, Jackie. She because we're marking 10 years, well, both 10 years of being here and 21 years on the 22nd of Ali moving in. So it's...
and listeners, Yeti Uncle John didn't he behaved himself, basically, didn't cause too much of an embarrassment. Poverty kept him on a short leash, and I think they're still asleep, so they're going to miss breakfast. But
the only thing was because I knew that Joe was coming, and Maria and Joe both smoke. Maria forgot her fag, so it was only Joe, and I kind of he almost had to give him a prompt. I've gone to all the trouble of sort of setting up the lights and anti-bug things, and have you got a cigar on you?
You're going to smoke it.
Go on. Look, I put all this stuff out. I believe I'm going to have a smoke. And, but no, it was lovely to see everyone, and I kind of, because the pub, the pub has been a big part of our 10 years here, but it's difficult to have. Because if you invite one, you've got to invite loads, and we just wouldn't have found a room. Whereas I think this is more concentrating on the neighbours. Mm-hmm. But no, it was great. We had very fruitful discussions, because the previous person who was sort of in charge of the flats was a bit strict, and she didn't like barbecues and things like that. And Andy, who lives along the way, he's kind of encouraging us to. Get some, do some barbecues. So
Did you have a good time, Ali?
Yeah. I didn't actually finish my whole bottle of scotch, but there's other days.
You were the hostess with the mostess.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Hostess with the mostess
most of my time in the kitchen eating.
Did you take any photographs?
Yeah, I did take a couple, but I spent most of my time in the kitchen eating Watsits and drinking scotch. So good party.
But no, it was lovely, and I think the music got a little bit lost after a while, but it always seems to at these things. But yeah,
successful evening.
Oh yes.
Poverty. Yes, it's Uncle John. What time is it? Oh goodness, it's midday. Oh dear. I think we might have missed our lift home. Oh goodness, we overslept. Nick, Annie? Nick, Annie? Oh dear, no one's here. Paul. Oh dear. Oh dear, let me look at my phone. There's a text from Paul here. It says, I could not raise you. You are both sleeping so deeply. You'll have to get a taxi back. We'll keep some lunch for you in the oven. Oh dear, this isn't what I planned to do. I was going to be up with the lark. I was going to go for a jog. Yet, Uncle John, you're never going to go for a jog. Or what then? I was never going to go for a jog. But, a taxi? Oh, that's annoying. Oh, dear. Oh, well, we'll just have to see him later. I know Paul is busy. He has some recording to do this afternoon. Oh, yeah, isn't he talking to his birthday twin again? Yes, I believe so. Oh, dear. Oh, we might as well just go back to sleep then. What? Well, you know, go back to sleep for another hour or two. Nick and Ali are out. Yeah, I could do with it. It was a late night. It was quite a late night. Budge over, you're stealing all the bed. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, dear, don't be sorry, just move. Oh dear, oh, gosh. Oh, blimey, thank you. Oh, dear, God. Whew. Hello, listeners. I'm doing some music for the show. I'm using the organ and maybe the piano that we have in the house at my parents' house, but I've not used it in about 20 years. It's a bit like coming back to the TARDIS and trying to work out how to fly it after you've not used it for a while. So I'm just going to see what I can make it do. Apologies. That was the Sutton Park theme. That came back very easily, that bit. I've never been very good with doing two fingers, as it were. 2 hands, I should say. 2 fingers. Things. I don't know what half these things are doing. What is that caterwaul? Oh, Yeti, Uncle John, don't be cruel. Oh, what was that? He's just doing some music for an episode, a future episode. Oh, I thought it was a cat in pain. Whenever have you heard a cat in pain that sounds like that? Oh, I've travelled, believe me, I've travelled. Oh dear. What are you two going on about? It's not me, Paul. Yeti, Uncle John, he's being rude. Oh, so par for the course then, yeah? Yes, Paul. So what are we doing today? I don't know. What do you want to do today? It's raining outside. Oh, dear. He doesn't know how to entertain himself, Paul. Yeah, well, you can watch TV. You could get a taxi into Salisbury if you like. Or you just got back from Salisbury. All right, then, I don't know. Taxi to Bournemouth, a bus to Bournemouth. That might be nice, Yeti, Uncle John. Oh, but we'd have to walk to the top of the road. Yes. You can't expect to be ferried around. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. It's quite isolating being out here, isn't it? Well, I'm fine. I'm fine too. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, you're as bad as Paul's father. What do you mean? Michael's a very reasonable chap. Oh, well, just ask Pat. She might not agree. You're quite right, Cromitty. He's a fine, upstanding gentleman, is Michael. He's very reasonable. Well, Mum's here now. Is he a fine, upstanding? Is he reasonable, Mum? He has his moments.
I'm sure whatever you think, dear.
Oh, I just think Uncle John's a bit like Dad. That's all. He doesn't like it's raining. He's grumpy. He wants to get out. I think that's supposed to be reasonable. When will it be summer? Just wait a few more months and it'll be here. Oh dear. Cromitty, what's going on here? They're playing cards. Oh, right. Do they want us to play? No. I think this is a matter for the three of them. They've played many games together. And also Paul's dad can be a bad loser. Even though he's the overall winner. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, I get that. You know, even when you win. You're never winning as much as you need to win, or you'd like to win. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, you should be grateful that you've even won at all. No, that's not the way it works. You see, Michael and I are very similar. Yes, apparently so. Yeah. Oh. Who's winning? I think it's very close between Pat and Michael. Oh, right. So Paul's losing. I fear so, yes. Except that he had a hand a minute ago where he had all four jokers. He had all four jokers and he still didn't win. Well, no. I don't think he even won that hand. Oh dear. That just sums it all up, really, doesn't it? Even when he's got the winning cards, he still doesn't win. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, it wasn't as simple as that. He had four jokers, but none of the other cards that he had connected at all. Well, you know, he needs to check his fortune, doesn't he? Yes, well, maybe he does. Anyway, shush now. We don't want Michael getting cross with us. Michael wouldn't get cross with me. As I say, we're almost like soulmates. We're brothers. You're talking a load of nonsense. I'm not. I mean, you know, he taught me everything I needed to know about golf last summer. Yes, and how have you used those lessons? I've kept away from the golf course ever since. Right, yes. He did teach me everything he knew, and I soon realised I didn't have the skill for it. Sometimes, just sometimes, it's worth just accepting you're hopeless at something. And, you know, if you first don't succeed, try again. It's not, you know, it's not always true. Sometimes if you first don't succeed, just learn a lesson and give up and do something else. Oh, right. Okay, I'll take that on board. Oh, Cromitty, you needn't. I mean, you do succeed at quite a lot of things. You know, we accept you as you are, your successes and your failures. Yeah. So I've had a lot of failures, have I? Well, I'm sure you must have one or two. I'm sure I have, but not half as many as you. Oh, that's charming. Oh dear, you're in a bad mood tonight, Cromitty. Oh, I'm fine, but maybe I will go and have a brandy and have an early night. Yeah, you do that. I think you need to catch up on your rest, mate. Oh dear.
Because I've got those in my hand, can't I?
4:30.
I just didn't notice I got the 3 sleeves.
I've lots of higher end.
That's why I know, because you were throwing them away.
Yeah, but I couldn't guarantee I was going to do anything with them. So.
No.
If you had caught me out, I would only have about 18. By the end, I had nothing higher than a 5.
8 on you, Michael, and it's 4.
Hey listeners, good to catch up. I'm not doing much actually. Still at my parents', obviously. We're still here. Sort of coming towards the end of the trip. I'm just trying to do some editing, and I've just finished an episode, but I've actually it's an episode with Warren and Toppy. You probably have heard it before this one, actually, but at time of recording this, I'm editing that one, and I've got to the end, and there's still a few bits that have no home. So I think they're going to have to go on the cutting room floor, or I could share them with you now. Would you like that? Just a little bit of chatter from the end of an episode with Warren and Toppy. Yeah? Okay, we'll do that. And then when we come back, I'll try and find out what's going on with Yeti Uncle John and Cromartine. Okay, just have a quick listen.
Hello.
Hello. It's the green phone you must answer, not the red phone.
Dear. I wasn't sure what was going on for a minute. Oh dear. How are things? How you doing?
I'm good. Hey, Warren.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good.
It's great to speak to you. I can't see you. I haven't got my glasses on. But it's great to see you. Hi, I'm speaking. Oh, I'll start again.
What are you recording your end, Warren? I'm doing on Skype.
I am not recording my end. No.
No, not your end. No. Oh dear.
I wouldn't inflict that upon the viewers.
So just to tell Toppy what we're going to do is we're going to do one of those episodes like I've done with Warren before, where he's coming over and we talk about TV, which is why it also fits in fine for you to be there. But I'm going to start it is that I'm waiting for Warren to arrive, and maybe you haven't shown up, because I thought it'd be quite good if it could kind of been deliberately go slow, because there's whole of this tension between us. So he delivers you late, and I'm about to record with Warren, and you walk in, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. And then there's also going to be other things. I'm going to tell you a few things, and you can just react to those things about characters. And then Warren's going to play Coconut Jim, the person who's played by two different actors. There's going to be some sort of Yeti Uncle John shenanigans, and we'll talk about TV, and then right at the end, the two Coconut Jims are going to meet.
Oh Lord!
It's just supposed to happen. If Toppy, you and I are in the scene together, it allows Warren at least to have some breather between changing voices. So,
okay.
I'm not as talented as you both. I was just saying to it's Paul, isn't it?
Paul,
yeah, Paul. Sorry, I've got memory today. I've got brain fog today. Saying to Paul that I'm not as talented as you both, because I've heard both your podcasts, and it's amazing what you do. So I'm going to be the amateur, basking in the light of the professionals today.
We're not doing. I don't think. Well, I might do some voices. I don't think Toppy can be relaxed. He doesn't have to do any voices other than his own. Obviously, don't forget your own voice.
Yeah, I'm skating through this one, Warren. It's all on you.
Oh, fast! I'll get me coat now.
I knew it would work well with us all. I never had you two at the same time.
The pleasure has all been ours, dear boy.
The chatterboxes are different because there's even more people. Dear. That's that one.
You can't have too much of a good thing.
It wasn't terribly April Foolish, but it might still end up being my April Fool one, because we mentioned it at least twice, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Easter. You set it up for Easter.
Yeah, either of those. Yeah, because Easter is about
Easter eggs.
I'd even noticed it because yes, of course. 9th of April is Easter, so it would be only a few days out, a week after April Fools. So, either way. But we could make it April Fool's and Easter special. I'll put it out between the two. But,
yeah. Completely bypassed St. Valentine's Day. But
no, I've got that one in the calendar.
Oh, okay.
Got that one. I did that.
I avoid that one.
Well, that's where I did.
It's messy.
I've it works well with a particular plot line, so I got that one in the can. But
Paul, are you putting this on your end?
I don't know. This might go as a chatterbox extra. For me.
Okay. I'm never sure.
Yeah.
I should put that in my contract.
You've got a contract.
You got a contract?
Oops, did I?
Damn, you never said anything about this, Paul.
I was kidding.
Well, I suppose I should let you both go. And Toppy's got. We got to get over to Toppy's.
We're going to we got to get over to Toppy's because
I don't know.
Lasagna.
It's just left, so I don't know how we're going to get there.
Oh boy! If it's lasagna, I'm on my way. I'll swim all the way.
Yeah. An American lasagna is like kind of. There's a lot more effort goes into it than UK lasagna because I've had it. Well, it's all a bit half-hearted. I mean, it depends if you're making it yourself. If you're making it yourself, then over here, I guess you could make it as nice as you. But when you go and have lasagna at a restaurant, it's not horrible, but it's not as epic as
really
as
bland
the ones
over here, isn't it?
it's not as epic
to it.
Yeah. Whereas I've been to Italian restaurants in like LA and stuff where they're kind of like you think, well, that's not a very big portion, but it's so thick and so full of
rich
content,
sauces.
that you don't need it to be a massive portion. But looks can be deceptive. But
what you do with it.
I hope it's tasty.
I hope so. I'm making it for my parents.
Oh, will you get to try any or not?
Yeah. I'll probably have one. Yeah.
Good. Well, you can always email us the slices.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. It was fun.
No, it's great talking to you. Tommy.
We'll speak again soon.
All right.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, you big fat thing, you.
Hello, big fatty. It's me, Yeti Uncle John. How are you doing? I'm all right.
Yes.
I'm just reporting.
Yes.
Just reporting.
Yes.
From the house of
Ill repute?
we're all down at Paul's parents' house.
Oh,
yes. We're here with Pat and Michael.
Yes, Pat and Michael.
Yeah. Things are going on.
Yes.
There's been all sorts of
calamities.
I'm trying to think what Paul did. Paul is so busy.
Yes.
He's currently playing cards, so he can't come to the phone to record. We went to the cinema. We went to see Scream. That was scary.
Cinema.
Cromitty had to hold my hand.
Oh, was there
we went for a meal. We went to a house party.
Oh, house party. Art Linklater hosted
there was crisps. That was about all there was. Crisps. Oh, and chocolate cake. Still. There was gin as well, of course. And otherwise, we've just been relaxing.
Oh, lovely.
Haven't we, Cromitty? Yes, Yeti Uncle John.
Oh, yes.
We've just been relaxing.
Yes.
But you're not very good at doing that, are you? What do you mean? What do you mean, Cromitty?
Yes.
You're not very good at relaxing.
Oh.
You're like Paul's father.
Oh.
Well, and a bit like Paul sometimes.
You got the
it's very difficult for you to just sit there and read a book.
You got the hippie-jimmies?
Possible. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I just remembered. Yesterday, Paul was playing on his organ.
Oh.
Well, it's not his organ.
Big
It belongs to the family.
Oh.
Yes, a musical organ.
Oh, that's very
yes,
different.
did not say that.
Yes.
Yeah. He's doing music.
Yes.
Doing some music
Well, somebody...
for the podcast.
Yes, true.
Yes, it's all very exciting.
Yeah, Big
Anyway,
Fatty
I think
likes
that's
to
all we've
play
got to say,
an
isn't it, Cromitty?
What?
Yes, Yeti Uncle John. It's all we have to say.
That's it. Okay.
We must be quiet now because they're playing cards. We don't want to disturb them.
Is it strip poker?
Yes, right.
Oh.
Let's not disturb them. What are they playing? Snap?
Snap?
I think so.
Crackle?
Well, it's very technical.
Pop?
Well, anyway, Big Fatty, good to chat to you. Speak to you soon.
Okay.
Yes, Big Fatty. And hello, Poodle. You're looking lovely today. Oh, yes, she is, isn't she?
Yes.
Looking ravishing, Poodle. Ravishing. Paul sends his best wishes.
Oh,
yes, he does. I'm sure he'll send a message soon.
Ravishing is chocolate
All right, bye for now. Yeah. Goodbye, Big Fatty. Bye-bye.
Yeah, guessy y'all. That, of course, is Yeti Uncle John and Cromitty from the Shy Life podcast little show from over there in the Big Fatty. That's where Brendan's from, it's true. And Yeti Uncle John and Cromitty, thank you so much for the call. Always lovely to hear from the Shy Life podcast. I'm glad you're there with the Shy Yeti, and that he's doing something productive with his hands. Big Fetty, you talking about playing that instrument? No, Big Fetty. No, that organ? No, playing cards. Oh, well, that's very different. Yes, Big Fetty.
So, what's going on this afternoon, Paul? I'm actually recording with Martin Holmes for Vision on Sound, and we might be doing an episode of the Shy Life podcast as well for the future. Oh, that sounds interesting. Do you mind if I sit in and listen? It doesn't look that good weather outside. No, it does look a bit breezy, doesn't it? What? So what's going on? Well, I'm just going to sit and listen to Paul talking to Martin. Oh, why can't we go and get some fresh air? Well, you can go and get fresh air, Yeti Uncle John. No one's stopping you. What? Me, by myself? Well, you've been here before. Did you not go for a walk last time? I went up the garden. Are there places to go for walks around here? Of course there are, Yeti Uncle John. Oh, you better make the best of it. We're supposed to be going home tomorrow. Is that not right, Paul? Yeah, we're supposed to be going back tomorrow. There's masses of walks. Look out the window. There are fields after fields after fields. You see on that hill, there's a mound of trees. That's somewhere you can walk to. That's called Clearbury. That looks a very long way away, Paul. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, I'm sure it's not. You've got a good walking pace. I'm sure you could be up there in an hour. Yeah, I've not been up there for years. I did an episode of Sutton Park there in the 90s. At least one, maybe more. But otherwise, you can go to the fields behind us, and there's a waterfall and a river and woods up there. Oh, are there any beasts or monsters living in that wood? Oh, Yeti Uncle John. No, Yeti Uncle John, no beasts or monsters. You might see a cow if you're lucky. A cow, you say? Maybe a deer? Oh, a deer. Oh, are they violent? Are they vicious? You know, deers. Might they be doing rutting? No, there's not that many of them. There's not enough of them to be causing a big panic. I promise. Well, maybe I'll go out for a walk then. Are you sure you won't come with me, Cromitty? No, Yeti Uncle John, I just want to stay here. I'm still feeling quite tired after the party. Oh, well, I can't just sit around. I've got to go and do something. Well, that's very good for you, Yeti Uncle John. I'd come with you, but I'm talking to Martin, and also I can't really do long walks at the moment, so no, Paul. Yeti Uncle John, make sure you wear your Wellington boots. Wellington boots? Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a spare pair in the garage, Yeti Uncle John. It just could be quite muddy still, you know, going over the river. Just be careful, because, you know, it has rained quite a lot recently. I guess so. Well, I'll see you guys later. Please do, yes. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. It would be good for him, though, Paul, to go out in the fresh air by himself. Yes, I guess so. I mean, he could walk across the fields to Downton. There are pubs in Downton. If he gets there, he'll never come back. What, knocking back all that fizzy water? Oh, yes, Paul. Anyway, are we speaking to Martin? We are. Yes, we will be. Yeah. All right.
That's recording.
I don't know if you noticed that you had an appearance on my most recent episode. It had been rather long coming, because it was one when I got you to be we had supposedly lost Callum,
right.
I needed Holmes to help me. So, but we recorded it back in July last year.
Did we?
It's just one of those ones that got pushed back because it was one of the few episodes that, like, even though it was a story one, it was based around Callum had gone for a walk and he sent me a load of messages where he was speaking directly to me. So I decided, as a way of using them, that we kind of thought he'd gone missing, and we were trying to work out. And then you and I recorded as a to sort of make it seem even more sort of, oh dear, he's gone missing. But because it didn't actually link to any other of my ongoing plots, it's one of those ones that kind of, as I got towards the end of the year, I had to shuffle episodes into the new year because I needed to get a certain amount of episodes out that were linked to reach the right episode for the end of the year. And it's just one that got so suddenly it's like 9 months old. But
well, it's always useful. I'm just going to do something here. It might cut you off for a second. Give me a second. Okay, talk again.
Hello.
Yeah, it's all right. I've just taken you off the headphones because my ears are starting to suffer. So.
Oh, well, that was a good session of recording. It was, Paul. It was interesting to just sit here and not have to take part and just hear you talking about about TV and music. Yeah, I hope it wasn't too boring. Not at all, Paul. No. I like to see behind the scenes. Yeah. I think it went well. I wonder if Yeti Uncle John's back. No, but I have a message from him, a voice message. I suppose we better listen to it. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Hello, Paul. Are you there? Comedy? I think I'm lost. I think I'm lost. I think I need you to come and find me. I'm lost, I tell you. Oh dear. What's that? There's something moving in the bushes. Oh dear. Quick, come and rescue me. Guys, I need you. I'm lost. I'm lost, I tell you.
Oh dear, he's got lost. Oh gosh. Oh dear. I better go and have a look for him, Paul. Oh. Well, yes, we better go out now. I know the clocks have changed and everything, but it'll still get dark by 7 or something. Oh, don't worry, I'll find him. I'm going to have to come with you too. You don't know this area. Are you sure, Paul? Are you sure you can manage it with your stick? I'll do my best. I haven't been over the woods since the early days of the podcast. I think we did an episode in 2016, just after a poetry show I'd done at the Poetry Cafe. Then we came back here for the first time, and I took the listeners on a little tour of the village. Oh yes, that is a very long time ago now. Yes. Look, come on, we better get our coats on. I'll just take it slow. Maybe he'll find his own way back, and we'll meet him. But it's probably do us good to get some fresh air. Oh dear. I didn't think we'd have to send out a search party for him. It looks like we will. Anyway, see if you can get through to him on the phone. And listeners, you better come with us. It's typical Yeti Uncle John. I wish he could just sit down and read a book, but no, he has to go marching off and get lost. But, we should have attached a board of wool to him or something. Oh yes, that would have been good. Come on, let's get out there. Oh dear, he's not picking up his phone. He's probably not charged it or something stupid. It's probably run out of battery. Oh yes, probably. Come on, let's go. All right, I'm coming.
I'm lost. I'm lost, I tell you. I'm lost. I'm lost, I tell you. I'm lost.
Paul, where can he have got to? Well, I guess he came out and just kept walking. I mean, dear. I used to walk all over these fields back in the day, but it's a bit tiring for me now. Paul, if you want me to go ahead a bit further, then you can just rest here and wait for me to catch up. We've got to find him. It'll be getting dark soon. We're supposed to be going back home tomorrow. Yes, Paul, yes. Look, there are some, waste paper. Waste paper. Sweetie packets. Oh, yeah, some jelly babies. They look very much like the sort of jelly babies that Nick had at his party. Don't you remember that Ali gave Yeti Uncle John the remains of those sweeties? Oh, I do, vaguely, yes. I bet Nick wouldn't have been that pleased. Gosh, she's very generous. Yes, well, I think, yes, but I think Yeti Uncle John did go on a bit. Yes, quite probably. Oh, look, maybe we can follow the trail of rappers. He's a very untidy Yeti Uncle John. Will you pick up that paper for me, please? Yes, Paul, yes. Oh, look, there's some more here. Like a flake. The wrapper of a flake. They had flakes at the party. Yes, well, I expect Yeti Uncle John got those from Ali as well. Oh dear, we're following a trail of mess. Wait till I speak to him. How dare he come out to the village and scatter his sweetie packets everywhere. I know, Paul, he should know better. And I won't forgive him for dragging us out on such a cold afternoon. Oh yes, the air is definitely cold. Yeah. This time last year, we were out in the New Forest having a picnic. My mum, dad and I were anyway. Yes, it has been quite a cold winter. Snow and, yes, the weather is still very wintry. Even though we're supposed to be in spring now. Yes, yeah. Late March. At time of recording, at least. Yes, Paul. I expect this episode will go out in April. Yeah, but the weather forecast isn't any better for the next 2 weeks. I've looked ahead. I'm supposed to be going on a boat with Harry at some point. And, there's grey skies and rain most days, all the way past Easter. Oh, dear Paul. Oh, Paul. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, Yeti Uncle John. Oh, dear. What now? Look at this on the bridge. Oh, my goodness. That looks like blood. Blood? Oh, Paul, are there any wild beasts loose in this village? Not that I know of. But, I mean, who knows? There could be a werebeast or a vampire that we don't know about. Oh, Paul, look. This has to be blood. It does look very much like blood, but I'm not sure. Oh, Paul. Oh, yes, Uncle John. I think he's been attacked and kidnapped, Paul. I think he's been whisked away. Look, we are on a bridge over a river. He could have been dragged into the river by an underwater beast. No, Cromarty. We can't be saying that. This isn't the right time. This is the end of the episode. We can't leave a cliffhanger like this. Oh, Paul, but there is still 2 little segments at the end of the episode. Oh, my goodness. You're right. Well, I think we should say thank you to the listeners for listening to this episode. And we apologise for the trauma you're now exposed to. It appears that Yeti Uncle John has been whisked away by something. Oh no. Oh dear. We'll come back soon, listeners, when there'll be plenty more episodes in the can. Yes, there will, but there might be one less co-host. Oh, Paul, don't even say it. Oh, I know. Oh, Yeti Uncle John. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, where are you? Yeti Uncle John. Oh, no. Oh, dear.
jump into the river and try and rescue him. Cromarty, you can't jump into the river and rescue him. I'm definitely not getting in that river. It's full of weeds and all sorts of muck. Also, we don't see his body, do we? It's not like we can see him there. What's the point of us jumping in? It might have been that he was whisked off by a massive bird or something. Oh, yes, Paul, I didn't think about that. What I am trying to work out is there is something strange about this blood now I look at it. Something strange about the blood? Yes, Paul. There seems to be a stick, like, in it. A stick? Oh, yes, I see. Well, it does look kind of familiar. I mean, the type of stick, it's not just a stick. Let me have a look. What are you doing, Paul? I'm just going to taste this blood. Oh, Paul, that's disgusting. No, I kind of think that possibly it isn't blood. Oh, what is it? That's like raspberry flavour. That's a lolly stick. This is the melted ice lolly. Yeti, Uncle John, where are you? Well, what is he doing eating a raspberry ice lolly in this weather? Well, Mum always has lollies and ice creams in the fridge. He probably begged it off her before he headed off on his walk. Yeti, Uncle John. What are you two doing here? Oh, Yeti, Uncle John. He's fallen asleep behind a bush. It's very cosy in here. I thought it was going to rain. I just thought I'll shelter for a little bit. Oh, you scared us half to death, Yeti, Uncle John. Oh, I had a big lunch and then I was eating chocolates and biscuits and I think I might have been in a bit of a sugar coma. Oh, Yeti, Uncle John. Oh, we all thought that you were dead. We thought that this raspberry ice lolly was your blood. We thought you'd been whisked away by a giant bird or pulled into the river by a giant sea monster or something. Yes, we were most worried. Oh no, I just wanted to go out for a walk. Then I got cold and I just thought I'd shelter and I fell asleep. Now I've woken up again. And nothing pecked you, nothing tried to suck you into the water. No, I haven't been sucked or pecked. No. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to cause such a palaver. I knew something like this would happen if we let you go outside by yourself. Oh, well, it was a long walk. It's not really a very long walk. You're about 10 minutes from the house. I mean, it feels like a long walk for me these days, but no, this isn't a long walk. You're only halfway to the waterfall. What? The waterfall? Oh, I don't fancy that today, Paul. It's much too cold. We saw your sweetie wrappers dropped on the footpath. We picked them up. You litter bug. Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. Oh, I'm sorry to have caused so much concern. Can we go home now? Yes, we can. I mean, can we go home? Just sorry. Yes, I think it's a good time to go home. Come on, I can hear the theme music playing. Let's get back to the house and then we'll sort out which train we're catching. I don't know. You're a liability. Oh, thank you, Paul. No, that's not a good thing. Oh, is it not? Come on then. Who's going to give me a piggyback? I will. No, Cromarty, don't give him a piggyback. He's got 2 legs. He can walk himself. Oh, that's not very nice. It's not very friendly, Paul. Yes, he's right. Yeti, Uncle John, you do have 2 legs. And you're much too big for me. That's not what you said that other time. Yeti, Uncle John, please. We're in public. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go now. Bye. I want to go with you. Gotta go. Bye.
Goodbye.
It's been good, but yeah, definitely time to come home now.
Wow. Really? No kidding.
Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
What's going on now? Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast. Let's go.
I have a voice.
I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice.
We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
So, listeners, we're back at the house.
Yeti Uncle John scared us half to death. Sorry to scare you half to death, but we really did think that was blood, and, well, it looks like it was a false alarm. In fact, it was definitely a false alarm, but, oh dear, Paul. Well, you know, these episodes have to end on a cliffhanger. Well, kind of. We've kind of resolved the cliffhanger now. Yes, I've packed all my stuff, ready to go home. It's been a nice trip, Paul. It has. It would have been much nicer had it just been you and I, of course. Oh, yes. But, well, listeners, I hope you've enjoyed this episode with, you know, all the various guests we had and all the things we got up to. And, yeah, it's been good to share it with you. Sure, we'll be back at my parents soon enough. I come back every month, but I don't always do a diary episode like this every time. I just, well, do bits and pieces or record other episodes or record episodes with guests. But it is nice to do diary episodes from time to time. Oh, well, I would like to come again maybe in the summer. Sure, yeah. I'm sure Bettina and August would like to come down as well. So listeners, thank you. Well, thank you for listening. Thanks to all my guests in this episode that I bumped into during the week or so that I've been here. Well, that we've been here. And are you doing the end bit without me, Paul? Yes, we are. We thought you were still packing. I'm all packed. Yes. In fact, I've left some washing for your mum. She likes doing washing. I'm sure she doesn't like doing washing. Yeah, no, but she said that I'll probably come back again, so I might as well leave some clothes here. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, you're taking Pat for granted. Yes, you are. Oh, she's family. She's family. She doesn't mind. Right, whatever you've agreed with her. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm glad you weren't eaten by a giant bird or sucked off into the river. Yeah, that would have been a tragedy, Yeti Uncle John. Yeah. I'm not sure I believe you, Paul. Oh, Yeti Uncle John, we really would miss you if you went. No, we would. We would. I mean, you do cause lots of trouble, but, I mean, in a way that keeps things busy on the Shy Life podcast. Yeah. Okay. All right, listeners, bye for now. Yes, listeners, bye-bye. I feel like I've been insulted, but I'm not 100% sure. Bye, listeners. Bye. Yeah. Bye.
Oh, I think that was a wonderful episode, don't you, Toppy? I sure do. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, what was that? Was that 2 hours? It was at least 4 hours. How long was this podcast? I don't know. It was at least 5 hours.
Oh, God, what is that? Is that slime? That's slime. That's slime. Dick, get over here and clean up that slime.
A 6 and a 3 and a 2 and a 3 and a 2 and a 3 and a 2.
632. This is just the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Holy crow, that was a long episode.